We are live. Another day.
The day of the
$1,
flex.
maybe $1 or two. Usually another day, another dollar, but I don't know. See how it goes. We got Joe Nello in the chat already. I hope you had a good time in the mountains, Joe. I always love it when I go to the mountains. Clifton Erickson, yo, bro, and Captain Hook.
Clifton in the chat.
Yeah, seen an interesting match posting, eh? The last couple days, getting posted everywhere. Logan, the Bulldozer Bidinger versus Porkchop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I just seen Porkchop pull Devin Wright. You guys see that?
Oh yeah, that was just a fun match. I don't really, and I can't really gauge Porkchop's ability on initiated Devin.
Yeah, he is. Devin's definitely depleted right now. He's not eating. Well, you know what? It's because I think he's so abusive to his body that he likes to do these big fasting sessions to try to heal the damage that he's done. That's what I'm assuming.
It's a great way to do it, man.
I think so
stem
too.
cells.
Yeah, growth hormone release.
Your body's gonna. Your body does a lot of stuff and does a lot of changes when you fast for that long.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he needs a growth hormone release.
No, but you know what I think though is I think that by what he's doing though, the strength comes back quick when he starts training again and getting back on it, right? So
I think there's a certain amount of time too. You get stem cells like after 72 hours.
You do. You get a release after 72 hours or something, or maybe sooner. I don't know. Yeah, I read that somewhere.
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's tons of benefits to fasting.
We got some Bob Anderson in the house now, brother.
B.O.B.
Yeah.
I'm sore.
Oh, you've been training, huh?
I'm sore. Well, yeah.
It's good. It's a
doing
good feeling.
Different stuff with my arms.
Well, sore means you're working, right? And you're growing and you're getting stronger.
I started doing something I haven't done in freaking, oh my God, probably like 15, 16 years.
Oh, okay. Killer Cats in the house. Finally met Killer Cats at Fraser's. Yep.
Nice.
Finally met him. Hey, he wasn't as skinny as I thought he was. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I was doing some handstand, but walking around on my hands.
Oh shit!
I can do it for like 30 seconds right now, but I was still able to do it. I was surprised.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna start doing it more though, because when you walk on your hands, your arms get yoked.
I had side pressure day.
Exactly. You know what I find funny about your background? You see more of me than you do Bob or you.
It also looks like my face is AI, but this is not an AI picture, which is so weird.
Yeah, you look like.
Yeah, you only see like the bottom corner of Zach's face, the bottom corner of Bob's face, and you see the whole side.
That looks like Conor McGregor there, actually.
I don't look like me. That's weird. Like I look like my.
No, you look like Conor. You look like Conor. Do you look like Conor in that picture? I swear you do.
Maybe it's not even.
You got to grow your beard out for your next match, Zach, and you got to do the Conor walk.
You should, yeah. Do the flabby arms.
It's funny.
Yeah.
My dimensions are the exact same as Conor McGregor: height, weight, everything.
Mm-hmm. Except for he bulked up afterwards, right?
Wow, yeah. Old. I mean, fighting Conor McGregor when he was fighting, you know.
Yeah. His fighting shape's pretty much. Yeah.
After he broke his leg, I mean, he was out for a while.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch? Did you guys watch that fight where he broke his leg?
Oh yeah, I watched it live. I was like, oh, oh. That was the Dustin Poirier fight, right?
Yeah, well, he hit. You could tell he heard it already, and then he did it again. And
I thought Dustin was winning that fight before the leg break. To be honest,
yeah,
maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm delusional.
That's why Conor kept trying to whip out that leg break, even though he hurt himself.
I better break my leg quick so I don't lose.
All you gotta do is turn. All you do is turn at the knee when someone's coming in with a kick like that, and snap. And
yeah, but you're not trying to break your opponent's leg, right?
You're not trying to. You're checking. You're checking the kick, right? But
oh yeah, I mean, you check it properly. There's always a chance. There's always a chance you can break your own leg. Like Anderson Silva broke his own leg checking. Then the guy who broke Anderson Silva's leg broke his leg checking. Same exact injury. Terrible.
You know what? I don't know if Conor can ever go back. I don't know if he can. Listen,
Max has been so active.
Yeah,
that's what I give him.
I don't think Conor can go back to where he was again. I just think the money and the amount of time that he spent training back then. I mean, your priorities shift when you become a billionaire, pretty much, right? So
Yeah, Max has been nonstop.
What's that saying? It's hard to have the hunger with silk sheets or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Connor, I think. Brian, most of my weight is in my arms. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah,
I'm 165.11, but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was looking at because I was just looking at your arms. Yeah. Chris Weidman, yeah, that was a bad one, eh?
Oof. Well, yeah, because he kicked Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva checked it, broke his own leg, and then Chris Weidman checked a kick and broke his own leg.
Yes, did the same thing.
Like not even that long after, which is crazy. It's like, oh my god, is that like a common injury? It must be a common injury or something.
Actually, it does seem to be pretty common in the sport.
Of all the leg breaks, it seems that must be the most common in MMA. Is a leg.
Well, actually, it's the easiest bone to break in your leg.
That's also true. You only have 2 major bones.
So
one of them's the biggest bone in your body. So I mean,
what do you guys think about Logan and Porky? I think Porky's good arm is his left arm.
Are they going left or right?
Left.
Going left.
Well, I think Porky's going to win, but at the same time, I think Porky also has an uphill battle because of the weight difference. Because Porky is 220.
He's going to be lighter. Porky's going to be lighter, but I think
and frame size. I mean, Logan has a frame advantage.
Yeah, and Logan relies on a flash hit. The only thing is Porky's so good at center table control. I'm not sure unless Logan is really leveled up. I got Porky stuffing him and then just disposing of him. But that's we don't know. Logan's training with Paul Lynn now, and you know what I said?
Logan looks pretty good.
Yep. He might have been humbled a bit training with Paul, right? Because Paul doesn't do the practice championship, right? So I was talking with Jody Williams this morning. We were shooting a shit, and I said if Logan comes in and beats Porky, or shows something different, I'm gonna probably back off on the criticism. You know what I mean? Because that means he's working and he's being humbled, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, I seen his pork. Let's eat some pork chops or whatever. I seen some comment float there earlier today, and I was like,
Can't hate on that.
No, it's just pre-match banter. I get it. No, I get it. But we'll see, though, right? Because I always say if you're gonna talk shit, you better back it up, right? So, and no, Brian is not a big fan of Logan.
Like if I was going against Brian, I'd make an AI of me being Judge Dredd. I'd be like, judgment is coming your way, Brian. I'd turn it on him or something,
Yeah. I'm still not a fan of Logan, no, because I mean there was that one thing where he was telling his sister how to break the girl's arm, and no, there's just been too much shit for me to like Logan, right? Yeah, because Logan, his sister lost a match against a girl, and then when she walked away, Logan was pissed, and he was saying, "Let me show you how to break her arm," or he said some stupid comment. And it was just, it's just a compiling image that I have for Logan. But, like I said, if he's working hard and he's changing his ways and he's getting humble, training with Paul, because I have a lot of respect for Paul Lynn. I'm willing to change my opinion. We'll see. We'll see what happens in this match. I'm really curious. To see what happens. I mean, right now I got Porky stuffing him and pinning him. But
yeah,
we'll see. I could be totally wrong.
Well, it also kind of seems like one of Porky's weaknesses is speed.
Well, yes and no, but I haven't seen anybody flash Porky in a long time. I haven't seen anybody do anything to Porky at a North American level. I mean, that Josh Elton, or what's his name? He got up 2-0.
The one at ABW?
At Arizona State. Yeah.
I was going to say, what about the guy he just faced at ABW? That was kind of a flash.
Duvon, or the guy after Duvon? Sorry, Peter Celeste.
Duvon.
Yeah. Oh, but Celeste? I'm not talking EBW. I'm talking about just North American talent, right? Like,
okay.
Porky has been pretty dominant for a while in North America. In Canada, he's got multiple Canadian national championships now. He's been proven. The only one I think that I put higher than him on the left is Pat McKinnon, or whatever. Is it McKinnon? Something like that. He's really good.
You think Porkchop beats Ole?
I don't know. And that's why I might.
Ole could probably take Porkchop's left arm.
I think
for one. Weight advantage, lever advantage. Porchy's weaker to the top roll. That's what Ole flash top roll.
I just don't know if they've pulled, right? I'd like to know if they have. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Oleg is dangerous to anybody on the left. I mean, that Patrick kid, though, I got him. I think he's number one.
He's number one left.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. But Jason Constantini is another lefty that's pretty good. He actually beat Porky last year, Jason Constantini. So, yeah, 2-3 years. Yeah, no, I know. It would be nice.
So far, as low on the left end.
The thing is about that is it wouldn't make sense for me to pull Logan because I'm a righty, he's a lefty. So what? We'd have to pull left and right. He'd smoke me left, and I'm going to try to smoke him right. So and then we both walk away, and it's like nothing comes of it, right? So I don't like that. I don't like the double. No, you went. It was choppy, Cody. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, well, Porkchop lost to Ole a provincial left end.
Right when you get
in
to
Regina,
the it chops out.
Yeah, I never seen Porkchop at Nationals in Regina. And that was last year, right?
I don't think he was there,
no. No. Oleg was, and he flashed Josh Bellin on the left, which is, Josh is not a lefty, but it's still impressive to flash Josh Bellin. Now, Bellin did the same thing on the right to Oleg, though. So, let's see here. Porky versus Josh Bellin. I got Josh all day on the right. On the left, I got Porky beating Josh, maybe on the left.
Josh Bellin?
Yeah, I think Porkchop beats Josh's left. But I think Josh beats Porky on the right. I do.
I think Josh beats them both.
I don't know. I mean, Dustin Houghton is beating Bellin many times on the left, right? Yeah. I mean, where do we have Dustin in this conversation then? Because Dustin, I mean, he's won national titles on the left. He won Arnold's on the left. I mean, Dustin has to be a high consideration still, but we know that Dustin didn't stand up very well against Patrick. Patrick just stuffed him and made it. So,
but neither of the boys placed on the left arm this year.
No, they did, didn't they?
No, one got second right-handed, got third right-handed.
No, it wasn't right-handed. It was left-handed. Dustin went against Patrick McKinnon for the left, and Patrick crushed him. Yeah.
Well, I just know for a fact that the one brother got third right-handed, and I'm pretty sure the other one got second right-handed.
No, because right-handed. No, Oleg won right-handed, and he went against the guy I want to pull, Sean Ross. It was Sean Ross and Oleg for the final for the right hand.
So okay, then the one brother got third right-handed, and the other one got second left-handed.
He got second left-handed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right back, so it's dugout.
Yeah, I had it pretty down because I watched it. So, you both said bye. Yeah, but no, I'm interested in the Porkchop Logan match for sure. I am. I think it's I've been complaining about Logan not competing against top 20 talent, and now he's going against Porky. So, you know what I mean? This is going to really, really show if Logan deserves to be considered one of the best in North America.
I think it's a great opportunity for Logan.
Oh, it is. It is. Because I'm pretty sure Porky's in the top 20 on the left hand in North America. So, and I like I said, I've been like, who have you beaten in the top 20? And then Logan says, the rankings mean shit. Well, they mean shit until you're on them. Let's see if you still say that when you're in the top 20, right? Yeah. But, to be fair, he's not there yet. So we'll see. Captain Cardi, Phil Cardi. Hey, buddy. East Coast in the house.
Phil.
We got West Coast, Joe Nello, and then we go from BC all the way over to Nova Scotia.
Caleb beat Josh. Oh, that's also true.
Caleb beat Josh on the left. Yeah, I believe it.
Caleb's left is really
I believe
good.
Caleb beat Josh. Caleb's left's really
very good as well.
Yeah, but Greg Dineen, you know what? People just don't know Greg Dineen, right? Like Greg Dineen, he is definitely one of the best lefties in Canada, but most people don't know him because, I thought he was going to Nationals. Did Greg go to Nationals this year? I remember him saying he was training, getting ready for Nationals in Moncton this year. He couldn't even have went.
Damn.
I'm thinking he didn't go. Because I know he would have made waves. I know he would have been top podium left-handed. But he was telling me he was getting ready and they were going to Moncton. So Porky is 13th. Porky is 13th on In the Hook rankings. Is that on the left hand? Yeah. Oh, on the right. Okay. He isn't ranked in the supers. Oh, he's ranked in 242. That's what's weird. I've always been told Pork Chop's left comes out better than his right, but I don't know.
Seems really good all the way around, honestly, both arms.
Oh, yeah, he is. For sure he is.
I know BLM has one dominant. Maybe that's...
Yeah, BLM shows up on the left. He had a pin on Matt. He did, remember?
Barely.
What was that?
Barely.
No, I'm trying to remember the event.
I'm sorry, I don't really count BLM much anymore. He had what was the last thing he's done?
Pulled within the last year, didn't he?
He pulled a super match at Arm Gods last year. I remember that.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
He
had a Mac event.
He did a Mac. He did a Mac event. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. He did do.
I think the Mac event was this year.
Oh, really?
It was. Yeah. No, he did do one. I know because I remember that funky setup he was doing. I can't remember who he pulled though. Jason Shaw in the house. We got Ant Will. Hey, buddy. On the left, no rank at all. Really. You know what? I think it's that's just to do with a lack of pulling across North America.
Brad Grundy lost against who?
Yeah, who did he lose to, Hallie? Porky will forever be one of my favorite people in arm wrestling. My first tournament, he has a super match with Espy and came and sat down with us. He's such a nice dude. Yeah, he is a really good dude. Yeah, Curtis is really nice.
We don't know what's going on with the Tough.
Well, I talked to Jason last week. I ended up paying for the rest of my ownership, or whatever what you want to call it. And he said that August is still a go. So, yeah. And then he upgraded me to VIP. So I got VIP pass.
If August is still a go, why hasn't there been a single bit of promoting?
Well, because they're promoting the event in July right now. But see, he should be, instead of going single event, he should be promoting outside of
but this has been like a year,
No, I know.
A year in the making.
I know what you're saying, but I did talk to him personally, and he said that August is still a go. So,
but like most of the athletes don't even know it's still a go.
No, I know, but all I can do is tell you what he told me, and he told me it's a go.
I know, but I'm just like, I want Tough Thing to be a big thing. I want it to work, but when your athletes don't even know that August is really a go.
Well, the problem is that there's some restructuring, I think, that's going on too, because I don't know if some of the teams lost pullers, right, because of what happened last time. So I don't know. I don't have all the answers. You know what, though, guys? Maybe we should try to get Jason on the pod for some clarification. That would be a really good idea. Because, listen, I am really pumped about the Tough League. I do think that there's a huge future for it. I know how awesome it can be. So we want them to succeed. And if there's any way we can promote them and help them, then we want to do that, right? So.
I was all for it until all this. Then there was a bunch of confusion. It was just all gray, and no one knew what was going on. And all
what happened last time? I can tell you.
I'm not a part of it or anything, so I don't have an inside scoop. So I just see what's on the outside, and it, you know what I mean. It just looked, I don't know.
Well, when March got canceled, it affected people because you had people like you had a member of our club that's on the team that had bought an air ticket, like a plane ticket to go. And then it got canceled, and he couldn't get refunded, and then he was out that money for the plane. And he basically said, "I can't keep affording paying for plane flights, and then it not go through." Yeah. So
you know what? In good faith, I do have to say, Tough should pay for that.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Because if not,
I did also hear. I might be wrong, but I did hear that they did pay off some people. That they did send some money to some people.
Yeah, and there's another thing here is that maybe they will still. Right now, I mean, there was an investment issue at one time, but they've raised the money now, right? So now, the investor had asked for something. I mean, I can't say too much, right? What I know, right? But they met all the criteria, and then the league, the athletes in the league, had bought some ownership of it, right? He basically busted up the league and put some out there for stocks,
which I think is awesome. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think Jason's a great guy and everything.
It's just,
some things get out of hand and don't go the way you plan, right?
The thing is, something of this magnitude, you're talking mega money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people get affected. It's not like none of us. I hope anyone that's listening that's part of Tough or in the management of Tough doesn't think we're nagging on them. To ride on them. It's just things that we've seen and that things that we're bringing forward, like maybe that they have, like keeping their athletes more involved. With the last event, anyone that lost money because they booked a ticket to come down to do your event and you just canceled it on them, in good faith, I'd say, and I'm not saying they won't or they haven't, but in good faith, you should give those guys their money back, even if you take a hit for it. Because
I don't know, maybe they have paid those people. I have no
or maybe they just don't have the money right now to reimburse that kind of stuff, right? And
also true.
That's why I said around the show. If they have or they're going to, like I'm not sure if they have or if they're going to.
Yeah.
So this is just
I think Jason's a great guy and everything. Yeah. So I mean,
what I will say,
I don't think there's any malicious intent anywhere.
No. What I will say is that I know that Jason has been. Oh, look, Sean just said some stuff. Here, let's see what Sean always knows the most. So he booked his flights ahead of time, assuming he had to pay for them up front. But all the flights will be paid for and booked by Tough. Yeah. See, and that's and see, Sean just said it straight because that is what so they had already said that they would be paying for travel and whatever.
I think that's what I heard. I was going to hear that. I'm pretty sure they were going to set something up like that.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys, Jason is given his whole life to this. So
it's
been really easy for me to invest in Tough because
when we had him on and he was just talking about it for hours, man, it was.
Oh yeah, and when you see somebody give their whole life to it, it's easy to back them, right? Because it's like, okay, you know what I mean. So, I think it's going to be amazing. I think that the advertising should start soon, though. If everything's a go for August, like Jason says, I think that give us the means to promote it and
we'll push it out everywhere.
Hype this up, and get the seats sold for the crowd at the event, and you know what I mean. Because right now,
maybe he's not doing it quite yet because he wants to wait until it's a little closer to time to make sure and guarantee that it's actually going to be able to happen. So he's not promoting another one that ends up getting canceled. Because like if they promote another one up here and it gets canceled again, I could see that making.
I'm sure they're fully aware of that.
Yeah, there could be some there might be hesitation based on that too, right? So, but I know it would. August is around the corner, so we, what I mean. We want
literally right around the corner.
Yeah, so we want to promote the shit out of it, right? So, thanks for that, Sean. Yeah, I forgot about that, but I remember that. And that was a mistake.
We just want to see more tough stuff going on. It was so hype when it was being announced and everything was coming out and the cards were being shown and the people were being shown, the teams and everything, and then the first event fell through.
Yeah.
But I want that hype back, man. We had the hype before the matches. Where's the hype? Let's get it back.
Exactly. That's what we got to do is start building the hype again. And Sean was right. You know
Dude, there's so many great pullers. Like, it's going to be dude, I can't even fathom how crazy this is going to be with the pullers they got.
I know. I agree. And plus, Tough said they were going to take care of all travel and expenses. So the person that's out the money kind of took it upon themselves to buy their ticket because Tough never said to do that. Tough said that, we will be working out travel and everything else, right?
Joe Nello does have a point here as well. The seats were pretty expensive for arm wrestlers. That is true. I did hear the price of the seats. They were quite,
$80. $80.
You're paying for an experience, I would assume.
Come on now. $80, really? You can't spend $80 on a goddamn seat? Like, you go to a concert, they want fucking
wait a second. Let's say I know, but let's say you're Hugh and you want to bring your family. Then you're paying you want to bring the kids and you know what I'm saying? Now it's
but that's
if I wanted to take my kids to go see freaking let's go say freaking Luke Bryan.
All I'm saying is that's exactly what I'm saying is you're not going to see groups of families coming pouring through the door. That's my point. That's my point.
You're not going to get. It's not. Yeah, you're right.
You're only going to get the guys like us that are coming in, like single people coming in. Not like single as in like no wife, but I mean like single as in individual people usually.
Yeah, no one's bringing their families for $80.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's true, but it doesn't.
I don't think it's a ripoff. It is a bit expensive. But I think this show is going to be well worth it. Like when you watch the entire show,
it'll be well worth it for sure.
It's just got to compare it, Cody. You got to compare it to other things. And
like I'm saying, something that you go see Luke Bryan, they charging you almost $150 to $200.
Yeah, arm wrestling's nowhere as big as Luke Bryan is what we're kind of getting at. It's
how
not
much
as big
are they charging for the rodeo? The Calgary rodeo, Cody. Wouldn't you tell me they were charging for the rodeo?
Oh, for an average seat at the rodeo for like where you can barely see anything, it was $130, and for the good seats, they wanted $1,800.
To watch a rodeo, at the Stampede.
But there's big money; it's very big. This is just the start of something, so I can see why people saying $80 is a bit much because it's not like it's a giant established thing. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can totally understand $80 being
a bit much. You look at it another way too. If Tough League is paying for flights and the athlete, they have to bring back the revenue somehow.
And I understand. I see the vision. I see Jason's vision. It's going to be freaking epic. Yeah, if this goes the way it's going to go, it's going to be more than $80 for sure. People know that we need this.
In the future, people will be paying $250, $300.
This is also true. What Joe Nello is saying is you can't even get most arm wrestlers to pay for a membership for a club, let alone go and watch arm wrestling. So $80 is for the hardcore fans. Totally agree, though. That is very true. It is only for the hardcore fans. Anyone that's not hardcore, this isn't going to come because it'd be like, to you, to Brian, to me, it's worth it because we know what we're going to experience. Like I'll pay $80 to see all those guys go head to head. Hell yeah, like that's freaking awesome. That's like paying $10 per match. Like what the hell? Of course. Like what?
Well, See, I had bought my seat when it was set for February, and then it got changed to March. But I had already purchased.
I was just gonna pay at the door. I didn't think it was gonna fill up. Then I heard it was filled up, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, out of nowhere. But then the other thing is I got upgraded to VIP, so now I'm going to get all the footage. And you know what? It's going to be an amazing event, guys.
So how many people consider your VIP table, Brian?
I don't know if I just get to roam around and be a VIP.
I'm nothing. You know,
but whatever it is,
apparently EVW general admission tickets are cheaper than Tough.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That you know.
But Tough eventually is going to be if everything goes well with the connections and that. Mm-hmm. If Tough makes it on TSN, like the goal, or something like that, I mean,
it's actually a team sport. It's making it a team. It's making it actually.
Like
I don't know. NBA. After hearing that EVW general admission tickets are cheaper than that, I do think maybe Jason should bring his prices down. Like that one comment made me change my mind a bit because if EVW,
the average guy is the hardcore fan, right?
But like if EVW itself, the biggest organization in the entire world, is charging less for a general ticket.
Yeah,
you can't charge more than that until you are bigger than them.
No, I get that
no,
too.
and that's kind of what I that was my point. Was like you got to be established before you expect to pay that established type of money. And I wouldn't say they're established yet, but I do think it's hopefully what they're going to produce should be worth it. I don't think anyone that would pay it, that would go, that's a hardcore arm wrestling fan, would say, I wish I didn't come. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Sure. I'm still going to pay it when it comes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And go.
But we're hardcore fans for sure. Come on.
Sean says here's an example. Sean says, from what I've heard and the pictures I've seen, all the seating at the Grand is basically VIP seating at EVW.
Okay,
so nice. What you're going to get, just for your seat will be like a VIP seat at EVW.
Nice. So
and like the VIP seats are not $80; they're much higher at EVW.
Oh, for sure. That's how they make a lot of their money is on the amenities, right? Like any company.
It's like $250 American or something.
Yeah, well, that's how you make your money. Any company knows that you make your money on the amenities. The base level should be a fair price, but then you kind of make your money in the extras,
Yeah.
Yeah. But the people that are willing to invest in your brand or inside of your products that enjoy them will pay that, and that's where you make your profit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, I was looking at another thing. I was was going over the matches again at Fraser's event, which Sean's pulling Matt Sador. So
yep.
Yes, that's going to be a big match right there. I think it's set as a 242 match, though. How you doing, Sean? You start your dieting?
He'll get there.
I'm bugging you, Sean. I'm bugging you. Jordan Weave in the house. Oh,
Jordan Weave. That's what I mean. Like, that's good, dude. I'll bet money that Jordan Weave wins the first match he pulls. I don't care who he pulls. Him fresh? No one's stopping him.
Nice.
No one's stopping that guy fresh.
See? Look at this. See? Boom.
That's Jordan, the hype, though, right there.
He's hyped right there. Let's go. August 29th. Yes, and that's what it is, guys. So the Tough League, Vancouver versus Calgary, is August 29th. And it's going to be fucking amazing. I can't wait.
It's going to be, dude, it's going to be so sick.
It's going to be really good. Yeah, really good.
So Sean has his match coming up. And he's in camp until basically that match. You better be training hard and up in camp, eating good, training hard.
Sean's got some bands on him, I'd bet.
Oh, Sean's smart. He knows how to train while he's at work, for sure.
Oh, there's plenty of ways. Yeah, you don't need heavy weights. You can do tons of things.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I got to grip up with. I told you guys I gripped up with Len at the end of the event on Saturday last weekend.
Yep.
And Len's feeling pretty strong. But one thing I will say is that I like after pulling people, but I like slow pulling. I'm not much of a let's grip up and hit each other. So, but I will say what I felt from Len, and it was a little different. I think me and him are going to have a rematch down the road. So, I think I think I'm gonna have to beat him up again just to show him. But I'm telling you, I don't know. You know what? If I did it again, it's just to get it out of the way because Len was feeling really, really strong Saturday. So I just wanted to state that. Yeah, I think he got a little redemption on me, ripping me over on Saturday, but I wasn't really all into the pulling. You know what? My side pressure machine training is going amazing, guys.
Hey.
Yes. I'm now repping. I'm repping anywhere 3 to 5 sets of, 200 pounds. It's really only 126 pounds, but I'm doing 3 to 5 sets of 25. So, and then on Friday I'll be doing PRs like every second Friday on side pressure. So I want to see if I can get it up to where to like an elite level. I think they say like 160 is where you start being known for good side pressure. And I think I could probably do that now, but I'm not sure if I can.
Hey, Brian, but Saturday I'm coming to Calgary.
Okay,
remind me. I'm coming to try that side pressure.
Oh yeah. When are you coming anyway? Yeah.
I just know it's Saturday. I'll let you know probably closer to time on what day. I mean, what time of the day.
Okay. Joe Nellis, Sean, I don't know how you are going to shred the last 18 pounds of muscle. Oh yeah, I didn't post that. Yeah, so it's 245. Okay, you're sitting at 263. Down from that's not bad. You were 278 last week, and you're already down to 263.
Nice.
I don't think he's gonna have a problem.
I think Sean just stops eating and he just disappears. Doesn't have to eat for
he does the Devon diet.
I don't think his body holds the mass as much as you'd think. I think he just must eat a lot to keep the mass and then just shrinks away. Because that's pretty insane. He's losing it that quick.
Clifton's got a point here. I can't wait to see the match announcements. Armbender 2027 is going to be crazy. Just to let you all know, yeah, that matches
is going to be crazy, man.
Ridiculous, and it will be hands down the greatest. And I bet most packed Armbender to date. Agreed. Yes. And I heard, I'm hearing all kinds of good shit. So I can't wait. Clifton. And you're going to be there, right, Clifton? Yeah. You're going to be there after your big win against Jordan. Yeah. And I'll be there for my debut, Armbender debut. And believe me, I'm coming in strong for my debut. So I'm already getting motivated to train now, and it's like way far away. So,
yeah.
Brian, did you just say that you're doing 3 to 5 sets? Yes, I did say that, Joe.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But to put in perspective on Cody's machine, I did 135, so I think Brian can do 160 no problem.
Oh yeah, but I was doing 126 for sets of 25.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come over to Brian's when I try out his side pressure machine. I'm going to do 3 sets of 26 just to bug him.
Go for 30. I could do more. I could probably do more. I just do it because when I get to the third set or the fourth set, my elbow starts getting where it's like, you know what I mean? Whether I do 3 or 5 sets, is based on how my elbow feels when I get to that third set.
When I used to do side pressure, I used to train it until I would start to get sore, and then I would change to a super high posted side pressure like this, where I would go really high post, and I could do it again.
Exactly. Because you're changing the pressure and where it's hitting in the elbow. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes. I think this takes pressure off the elbow, and this makes more pressure as you go down.
Yeah,
Brian. When I get there, I want you to do. We're both going to do just 1 set until we can't go no more.
Okay, I guess we'll do a rep PR. Yeah.
We're just going to do 1 set with the 2 100s on there, and just do as many as we possibly can do until we can't do no more.
The 200 pounds.
I know when I had the 185 on there, and it
on Brian's. Okay, on Brian's. I was thinking 200 on yours, Cody. I'm like, Jesus.
No way.
You think I could do it? From the 135, I felt I wasn't max. I was probably like 80. I was in the 80%. I wasn't even in the 90s.
Side pressure's weird though, because you know what?
I don't think you could do back up. I almost
you
promise.
can
Not 200. No, I think I could do like my body weight, maybe capped to like 170 if I really had to. But
well, you
I
know
think
what
that'd be my max.
is I had 185 on there, and it was just over 100 pounds or whatever. And
Yeah.
I just repped out like 70 something reps, right? But I was pumped. I was going nuts. I put an extra 15 pounds on, and it fucking reduced the amount of reps I could do considerably. It was really weird.
That is fair. Yeah, like I don't think I could do more than one at like 170. I think that would be my absolute max.
Yeah, it's just really weird how like, you know, it moves easy, and you think, okay, well, fuck, this has got to be only half of what I can do.
Well, when I was at 90 pounds, I told Cody to throw another 45.
Yeah,
and the jump was what I expected because Cody explained it before, so I kind of had it in my mind that it's going to feel like it's not going to feel like a 45, it's going to feel like a big jump.
It's when you crack.
So that's fair, yeah. If you had another 45, it would be.
Well, and I find it's just, you know, cracking it is where you feel it, and then once you crack it, it moves pretty nice. But that first crack where you crack the weight up off the ground, that's when I feel the most in my elbow. So,
well, I think it also depends on how you do your side pressure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like if you're like a focus kind of like this side pressure, or if you're like a this side pressure. Yeah, like this is my side pressure where I'm going like this.
I go this way.
If you watch me, I try to stay rigid and just. Boom.
I try to go like keep it to real side pressure.
I do it the way I do it. I do the side pressure. Everyone should do the machine the way you do side pressure. It's the best way to train. Do it the way you actually do it. Don't try to do some weird position. Get your position. Yeah. So Cody's doing it the way he does it. You're doing it perfect. That's how you're supposed to use it. And Sean, hell yeah, Sean is eating a hell.
But yeah, when I'm like this, calorie. When I'm like this, and I'm driving side like this, that's kind of how I arm wrestle. Is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that
arm and then rip sideways. Yeah,
but yeah, with my
Luke, get those numbers up, buddy. Come on.
Well, I when I do it when we do our side pressure Friday nights,
I don't believe that, Nathan.
It's basically just grabbing it here and then ripping sideways like this, and I rip.
Yeah, I just try to bend sideways with it and try to stay as neutral as possible as I bend over.
Yeah, you know,
that's kind of how I pull for a flash pin. I like to bend over with it.
Yeah. Well, see,
I get the most core activation.
Yeah, so I drag it across and then over.
Yeah, you have more pec engagement than I do. Let my core take the engagement, not my pec. That makes sense.
I agree.
See, mine's more bicep. If you think,
and he's doing a little more bicep in it. Yeah, see, there's different ways to do everything. You can. Everyone does a little different. See, I use a bit more frame.
My max weight on my side pressure table. But I know the most I've done on my side pressure machine was with my 1-to-1 ratio is 195 pounds.
That's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. Yeah, I think there's only one person on the planet that definitively beats Devin.
Well, I mean, you know, Devin right now all diminished.
You guys still here?
Skinny and stuff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Are you gone, Brian?
No, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. I'm definitely here.
Still here, Cody.
Todd Hutchings pronated with belt. That's not. You want to know, guys? That's a hard side pressure.
That one is honestly that one.
That one, you grab it and it's pronated, and it's just.
I do a lot less that than like Cody machine for sure. I would do probably 60 to 70% of my max on the other machine.
Really lagging.
But if I'm supinated, if we're talking supinated side pressure, I've done my body weight before. I've literally grabbed. I say my body weight because there's a video of it. I grab a machine that I can hang off of, and if I pull it, it lifts my entire body weight up off the ground to hang off of it. Is that not my body weight? Like technically, I don't know. Yeah, and I've done that and drove it down a bunch like that.
Oh, you can definitely move more in your body weight, Zach. I know that. I just watched you curl more. I watched you curl more in your body weight.
That was still my best curl PR of all time.
That's pretty good.
By like 20 pounds.
I was kind of surprised because I'm like, you know, I'm big, right? And then that was what I was working out with, and you picked it up. I was like, really?
Well, you did a curl, and then Dale did a curl, and then Brad did a curl, and I'm like, I got to do one too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, that weighs more than you. I think.
You guys thought it was 180, but it was 165 when I counted it.
Yeah, it was something like
that. That's still more than my body weight.
Yeah. I know that makes no sense almost, but you almost
I
think
think I just used adrenaline. I think I just used adrenaline because you guys all lifted it, and I don't want to be the one guy that didn't lift it.
What did you guys think of Michael's Monsters Todd's $100 bounty video that he put out?
I haven't fully watched it yet.
It said he pulled 14 weight classes or something.
14 weight classes. Yeah.
Did someone get the bounty?
No.
I watched some of it. I didn't get the whole video.
He got beat on his left arm. But not his right. Yeah.
Beating Michael Todd's left arm is not really that kind of achievement.
No.
Yeah, but still. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I probably couldn't beat his left arm.
Down pressure from a high rolling handle cable. I think the most I've ever done on that is like 120. But to be fair, that was on like one of the pulley system pulleys, so not nearly 120. But yeah, I've never doing that one. I think the most I ever did on a pulley, like with the one that has the spool, so definitely not the true weight. I did 120 for reps, but back then at least my wrist was I think now I could do more, but back then my wrist was pretty weak, so it was like buckling as I went. I would be
on
like this.
On his hook training lift, is that the dumbbell over like this? Is that the one? I don't know which.
Because if we're talking about just holding the dumbbell and going down like this and being able to pull back like that, that's good. The belt pronation is 122. Really damn,
good. That's really good. That's better than Hutchings.
I don't know if mine's probably right around Nathan's. I can't remember.
I've seen Hutchings max that out at about 105. I think Hutchings was just over 100 pounds his max.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't even know if I'd be able to get 80. And last time I tried it, I think I was doing like 70. Maybe
Clifton's side pressure he's like fucking 30 pounds higher than Ryan Bellinger. I just watched Ryan Bellinger.
Clifton's lanes are insane, man.
His side pressure, I'm thinking honestly, Clifton, your numbers on the side pressure are probably one of the best in arm wrestling. Like, I'm not even lying.
I want to have the best side pressure at 154. That'll be my goal.
Yeah, I was impressed by Ryan's lift that I watched today that he did on side pressure. He just basically grabbed it and then brought it across, and it was 165, and it was good. It was fucking amazing. But I seen Clifton do more. So I don't know if it's the same thing. Maybe it's a different lift, so I'm not sure. I wasn't
like you were saying, there's so many different lanes you can train your side pressure.
Different angles. It's just like the Jerry Cadaret table curl he was doing. I didn't like it.
The dumbbell
it was a lot of weight, but he was just coming up like this, right?
If we're talking the dumbbell lift where you put it over something and then actually curl it like this and then curl it up versus the one where you're at the table and just bending over, the bending over one, name a weight, we could all do whatever weight you say pretty much. It's not really a matter of weight doing this.
Well, he was on the pad and he was bringing it down and then up, but table curls, they got to go this way. So, like... A table curl, I grab the dumbbell, I'm stacked, I'm on the pad, I bring it down this way towards the pad, and then up. I act like I'm...
If you watch how Devin does it, Devin would grab his and he'll
exactly.
Out a bit to the side. It's not straight.
Yes. You almost want to feel
into a catch hook. He's catching it in a hook, basically.
Yeah, you almost want to feel.
But Devin also did the where he held it here and would go down with it and then come up. But not open his arm. But that's still,
yeah.
But see, the thing is, even doing that, the muscle's still getting a lot of work because you're lifting it against gravity. So, like, yes,
and if you do it a little fast, you're adding acceleration to the weight a bit.
Well, doing this without moving your arm is more tenon.
Mm.
Like, if you listen to Bogdan, he just put out a video where Todd Hutchings also does this. Doing things for time under tension for like 30 seconds at a period. He's with his side pressure. He gets into a position where he's like doing 80% on a side pressure and his elbow doesn't hurt as bad. And he sits there for 30 seconds at a time and then lets it go. And that's what trains your tendons is time under tension.
It's time. And only for so long too. They say the first 10 seconds or whatever. I don't. There's all different theories on it too.
There's a thing that Bogdan was saying where the science is showing 30 seconds.
I see what that John guy's saying now. He's talking about Michael Todd. going there and just taking all the podiums off people.
He does that though. That's what he. But okay, listen. So I know I beat up on him a lot. You know, he was really nice to us. He came on the pod. He was very nice to. I don't really have a reason to ever bash Michael Todd, but like I said, it's sometimes social media stuff gets a little cringy. The shit he does.
I will say this: I don't think the tournaments he's going to are very big, massive, crazy tournaments that people are putting all their time and effort in. If they win, it means so much.
That was a national championship that he went to.
That was?
Yes.
Oh well, I take everything I said. I take it right back because that's okay.
And I was watching.
You got me there.
And listen, I'm going to be an asshole, but I was.
You got me there. If he's going to national,
Sean Boom Hancock. I swear he was in Michael's back pocket because he was calling. He was. I might as well call him elbow foul, boom elbow foul, or fucking because all he was calling elbow fouls that didn't exist.
Like, Sean Boom, that was a foul.
Yeah. Oh, it was like, yeah, because Michael get on the table and Buddy was this older guy stopped him, and he was in the center of the pad. And he's watching. He's like, no elbow foul. And then they start again, and then I seen Tim Bresnan say, "Oh, just watch the elbow. You're going to come off." And Buddy went back to the center, and then Sean goes, "No elbow foul," and then gave the win to Michael. I was like,
maybe he was jumping.
Yeah. Well, it was weird though. It was like I got a weird vibe from it. So, but
I don't know if Michael would pay anything off.
Oh, I'm not saying Michael did.
No, not paying them off. More like type of thing.
Favoritism bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because listen, I've seen some interesting things watching matches in the last little while, and sometimes I think promoters are having some influence on the matches. And I'm not saying names or nothing, but I've seen some stuff.
Brian Parliament.
Oh yeah, I know.
You paid off the ref, you son of a bitch.
Well, that was the thing last weekend, right? I'm like, what are these guys going to give me a hard time because I train with the Deadly Dungeon, right? So because it was Deadly Dungeon versus Lethbridge. But listen, I how can I be biased? Some of my best friends in arm wrestling are in Lethbridge, and some of them are in the Dungeon. So it's like I felt pretty neutral, actually. Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Fair, man.
Yeah.
That was a fun event.
Oh, definitely. Ryan Boussier. Oh.
That's true. With the tendons, they have like a type of liquid that goes through them.
Yeah, tendons don't have blood flow. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. They don't really have blood flow. They only get blood when they're under load, and that's it. Yes, 30 seconds is more recovery. You can do heavy isometric.
Yeah, and that's how you're supposed to heal your tendons is by lining up the collagen fibers. Apparently, if you damage your tendons, stretching slowly and lining up the fibers and massaging it, apparently is supposed to be hyper beneficial.
Well, that's why when I went to my physio before, my doctor passed away actually this year. It was weird, but Dr. Labchuk, he would break the muscle and tendon fibers up to get them all running straight again.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more sore than from actually working out, going to see him. So like the next day, I would feel bruised all through my arms, but
your body would actually start to heal.
Yes, but the day after and the days following that, my arms would feel better than they've ever felt, right? So, but yeah, you almost got to it's almost like you got to suffer a bit to get better, right? That's like PRP. PRP re-injures you when they're injecting you, but it's to trigger.
And Cam Gilmar with Fraser Benoit reffing? I think
Fraser
it is.
Who's pulling Cam Gilmore? Yeah.
No, it's Joe Nello.
Oh, Joe Nello pulling Cam Gilmore from Lethbridge?
So it looks like.
Well, Cam's got a big match coming up in Montana.
Yes, he does in Montana. Conrad
this weekend.
Conrad?
Is it this weekend?
I think it's this weekend.
Yes.
This weekend coming up. Yeah.
Coming up. Yeah.
Conrad, Montana.
The Little Bender that's happening. Or sorry, it's not Little Bender. It's the little
Armbender. Oh, that's the next weekend.
Yeah.
Like this weekend coming. Yeah. Actually, Jason Shaw's pulling this weekend coming. I think, Jason, do you pull every weekend or what, buddy? He just pulled last weekend a super match. He's got another super match this weekend, and he'll be he'll be in Idaho July 18th. Now, Idaho didn't work out, guys. I wanted to go to Idaho. I really wanted one of those guns. But the thing is I just can't afford it. I'm just tapped right now financially. So I gotta, I'm just gonna put my time into training.
I have a question. I was kind of figuring maybe someone in the chat. This is completely unrelated to arm wrestling. I don't know. It just came in my mind, and I have no idea how it would work. Okay, in Quebec, there is a city that is half on the Canadian side and half on the American side. There's some homes in this city that half the house is in the States and half the house is in Canada. How does the whole border crossing work at that area?
You get dual citizenship. All right.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Terry.
Every time you'd still have to cross the border every time.
But you just flash it. It'd be more intimate.
Be easier with dual citizenship, and they get used to seeing you all the time.
It'd be more intimate for sure. Yeah.
But there's not a border crossing on every street in the town.
Well, you can't. But if you do it any other way, it'd be illegal, right?
So I know, but what I'm saying is, I Google Maps it. You can scroll into the town, and on all the roads in that town, not every single one has a border crossing agency on it.
Obviously not. That's how you illegally cross the border. People have been doing it for years, but then you're technically an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, then you're actually committing.
You might get deported. It might be worse. You might get incarcerated.
Well, yeah, and then you're not allowed back again. Maybe they'd be like, "Dan, your rights." Fuck that. I wouldn't do it.
Well, they might think you're there smoggling something, so they might do an entire investigation. You don't know what's gonna happen.
The little armbender.
What I was thinking is, I think they probably on the BC or on the American side, on the outskirts of town, there might be a border crossing.
They have to do something.
Oh yeah, it's Ryan Boucher pulling Jason Shaw. Sorry, Ryan, I forgot. You know what? That kind of sucks, Ryan. I wish you weren't pulling a teammate. Because Jason's kind of like a teammate, even though he's not a teammate. He's kind of like a teammate. He comes and trains with us in Calgary sometimes.
Jason,
and he's he's a Lethbridge member.
That's going to be a good match. Is that left or right?
Oh, I believe right. And that match is interesting because I got Ryan having Okay, so listen, I think I got Jason favorite, Ryan, and no offense to you. I got Jason being overly strong for you. But Ryan's fucking setup is improving all the time, and he might dominate the hand control area, maybe.
I think you're onto something there, and I think if he uses his experience, he has a good shot. But if he tries just to dive in there and just power with Jason, it's going to be a hard day. But I do think Ryan has. That's why I think it's going to be a good match. I think he has the tools.
I think it's a good match
to make it maybe even win.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking.
You know what?
I've seen Ryan on point. He's very crisp.
What were you going to say, Cody?
This is a right arm match, and I have to say I like Ryan. He's a great dude. I love that he supports the channel, but I felt Jason Shaw last weekend on the right, and I'm going to give it to Jason Shaw.
Listen, I know how strong Jason is. I've gripped up with him recently. I got him being maybe too strong, but like I said, I don't got the match.
I'd say too strong in hand too.
Yeah. In ways. See, the thing is I got Jason winning, so I'm not justifying nothing here. But Ryan's setup has been looking a lot better. Jason does tend to accept shit sometimes, and just because he relies on that power of his. I got it being a pretty good match. Ryan could surprise us and get around, or surprise us. But I got Jason being really fucking strong right now. And anyway, In
the hand, I don't see like I said, Ryan's a great guy, but I don't see him being able to take Shaw's hand and go. I don't think he can bust Shaw's hand back.
Yeah,
he's really, really good.
Well, I was talking to Ryan, and he brought up something that really spiked my interest. He talked about like maybe even me like talking about my program that I do when I'm training, and I think I think it's good. I think everybody should look at maybe trying to help and train other people, because I've been thinking about it ever since, and now I'm starting to think I'm going to create a program, and it's not that I'm not for money. I'll do it for free. I don't give a shit. But I think that training people can help you get better too, and I think it really make you focus on, you know what I mean? Like if I made a training program, I did the videos and the program and everything. Um, I would be really, really like on my game to be perfect in what I'm teaching. So anyway, something I'm looking at anyway. Ever since I started talking, I don't have a lot of credentials, right? So I can't say I'm a world champion or anything like that. But I think that we can all fucking, even at our pro level, I think it'd be good to take on people and
each other, people.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I know Cody just disappeared, but I got to head off here too, real quick.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Cody, but I got to head out here. So.
Oh, it's okay, Zach. It's all good, brother. I'll let Cody. Cody should come back. I hope.
All right. Have a good week, everybody.
Yeah. Take care. Okay, Zach. We'll talk soon, brother.
Peace.
Yeah. But yeah, I do. I think it's important that we all, because Devin, when I met Devin said to me, Cody should be coming back, guys. But Devin said to me, I asked him what the single best thing would be to better myself on the table. And Devin told me, he goes, train people. He says, you gotta train. The more you train and teach people, you'll get better and better and better. Because you don't want to steer people wrong. It really makes you focus and hone in on what you're doing and telling them, hey, Cody, you're back. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, sorry.
Lost both of you. Yeah.
My internet's being real stupid. My data and my home internet.
They're both. You're better now. You're crystal clear and much better. Did you get the laptop yet?
No, I'm waiting for it to come in order.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Jason is really strong. Yeah, Jason's really strong. I remember the first time I gripped up with Jason, I was like, "Fuck, this guy's strong." But when I first gripped up with Jason, he didn't have a clue of what the fuck he was doing, and he didn't give a shit. He just smashed his heart. Jason reminded me of Cody so damn much. Like, you guys don't pull the same or nothing, Cody, but Jason reminded me of you. Jason Shaw is almost like the Lethbridge version of Cody Sluggett. Like, there is no.
It's not as good looking.
Yeah, maybe, eh? Yeah.
It's not as good looking.
Yeah, from the second you pull Jason, you are getting everything. You know what I mean? Like, he is a redliner. But fuck. Yeah, anyway. Blowing smoke up Jason's ass. I got him winning, but like I said, anything's possible. I've seen Ryan's improvements in the setup and stuff. I'm just saying, don't count Ryan out. And he's been killing it too. He's been crushing it lately over in some of these events I've watched him pull recently. So I think that match will be really good.
What kind of wins does he have?
He's been winning. Yeah, I don't know everybody that he pulls though. That's the problem. But I don't know who they all are. Everyone is improving leaps and bounds. I just show up. Yeah, well, that's another thing, Jason. I think that your activity, and I think the way you just keep pulling and showing up, I think is benefiting you greatly. But I still think that in practice, you should be doing some drill work. You should be doing static stuff and drill work and just work on setups and like, don't just do the practice champion shit. You know what I mean? Try to get, I'm sure you're probably doing that stuff anyway. I'm just throwing it out there. I know your potential, your ceiling's really high. So Ryan Boussier says, yeah, I definitely haven't underestimated Jason's strength. No, that's good. That's good, Ryan. I'm sure you haven't. And what's Captain Phil Cardy? Brian, your passion for the sport is world class. Thanks, brother. I do. I love the sport. I love it so much. So there's no doubt about it. And I want to see everybody get better. I want to see everybody get good. So
Okay, to put in perspective, I don't know if there's many people that talk about arm wrestling as much as I'd say Brian and I. Like there's almost not a single day that goes by that me and Brian don't talk for at least an hour every day.
Oh yeah,
and it's mostly just about arm wrestling every day, and text about arm wrestling every day.
It's true. Yeah. I talk to Jody in the mornings. He usually phones me and we talk for an hour or 2 hours. Yeah, I talk to you at nighttime. Yeah, I know. It's just like, I miss Carolyn too, guys. You know what? Carolyn used to be on every one of our pods, but she must be building. You know what Carolyn likes to do? She likes to help podcasts grow. So when someone makes a new podcast, Carolyn likes to hop on and help them grow their channel. Like, she really promotes the shit out of all of us. And I'm sure she's just stretched thin and probably is following another new channel right now because she's really good at building up people. So I'm sure Carolyn Looms is still going to be around. But yeah, I miss Carolyn too. Yeah, you don't see much of her anymore. I know that I sent her some training videos whenever she needed anything. I sent her some handles to help her out. Yeah. Miss you, Carolyn. We miss you. So, but I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure she'll be back in the chat eventually.
You know what? When it comes down to it, she's one of our biggest supporters.
Oh yeah, definitely. Silver at the AUA North Americans. I'm a tournament puller. Yeah, no, it's true. But I think your super match pulling will get better and better too. So,
you know what? You should really work on getting the super match pulling better. Because to be honest, in today's day and age, that's the best way to get noticed.
No, it is. It is.
Not many people do it.
That was the one Michael Todd went to, and was I think that's the one Michael Todd went to, wasn't it?
Maybe. I know that like not many people, unless you're winning WAF Worlds, not many people really care about tournaments that much anymore.
It is kind of true, you know. We don't talk. Like, I go to events just to see people and stuff, but I don't really go to events. Like, I don't go to tournaments too often, really caring much. Yeah, it's interesting. It's more to see my friends, right? I definitely enjoyed the super matches more. I like the training and the prep that goes into super matches. I like the style, the change of style. I like even going out of my comfort zone in training and doing something different. What, honey? I need 30 seconds. Just read the chat for 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, no worries. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that tournament pulling's not, a good thing to do. But like, beating someone that has a name in a tournament sometimes, people go, oh, great job. But it's nothing like beating someone with a name in a super match, because that proves that you are better than that guy without a doubt. He didn't pull other people. He wasn't worn out. You got the best of that guy who was training for you that day, and you showed up and you whooped his ass. It's just, I find it's a better judge of level. And in tournaments, there's a lot of things that go in on your placing. You got teammates that are laying down to other teammates. You got people, there's all the strategizing where when a super match, in my opinion, is just a one-on-one, me versus that guy. I only got to worry about you and nobody else. That too, like Jonella just said, it does build a lot more tension. Like, look at me and Dakota's match. A lot of people were excited to watch this match or even come watch it because we were getting at each other. We were making AI generated photos of each other running away from each other, and we were calling each other out on almost every podcast. We were on other podcasts. And the tension that we had built for our match had people wanting to watch. Dude, people are wanting us to pull again because they loved the amount of back and forth that we were doing to each other. And I find it's just more entertaining than arm wrestling.
On super matches?
Yeah.
Oh, you can build a lot of hype, right? Like me and Len, we had so much banter for 3 weeks before a match. We even each made a song about each other, right? So,
yeah.
No, it's definitely. Listen, I like tournament pulling too, but I think the tournament atmosphere, I enjoy seeing my friends. I go compete, and I'm happy to compete and everything. But it's more to see all my friends, and you know what I mean, and talk.
And like
and
Phil
just
said,
yeah.
Use tournaments to get better.
Yes. Yes. No, for
Use
sure.
super
Listen,
matches to get a name.
If you think you can just start arm wrestling and never do tournaments, well, then you're gonna take a long time to become a good puller. You need to do the tournament. The tournaments are necessary. They help you with your ready goes, your setups. They build all the foundation stuff for when you do have super matches. But super matches are kind of the future, right? That's kind of where it's at. There's not much money in super matches. That's the problem, though. Promoters just pay, unless you have sponsors, you're just paying. You're not actually. Tournaments or rice chips or something, some snacks. Tournaments are a way for a promoter to make revenue. And, and then there's guys that just like to see how they do in tournaments, how they stack up against 6 or 7 other guys or whoever's in the class, right? But I personally love super matches. I love it. I love the banter. I love the shit talk. I love the, like I said, and I look forward to changing my style if I have to, because that's what makes me better. It's like if I had to pull, let's say Cody was in my weight class, I got to pull him tomorrow. I know in my head how Cody pulls. I can't pull the way I'm pulling right now. I'm going to have a hard time pinning Cody and beating him. But because I know I'm going to pull Cody, now I'm going to specifically train to overcome one of his areas that I think I'd have a hard time with, right?
And I think Ryan underestimates how much the few super matches he has gotten him
learned
noticed.
A lot from it.
I know
think it's helped.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I actually, until today, I had never heard about Ryan pulling in a single tournament ever. I've heard about all his super matches, every last one of them. Yeah. But I have never heard, Ryan Bruze is at this tournament. Oh, Ryan Bruze got this place at this tournament. I've never once, or anyone I know, has heard of Ryan Bruze through tournaments. I agree. His matches that he's had in Montana against Dakota, against Mike, against there's a few more. I know I forget. I can't remember them all, but there's been at least quite a few super matches, and that's 99% of what I know about. The other bit is when I met him in person.
I agree. Here's an example. He goes, "That's fair, man. I think I first heard of you when you had your match with our teammate Mike Schaff. And you want to know something? A lot of people first heard of you when you pulled Mike. And when Ryan, I also noticed something else too. Because when Ryan pulled Mike Schaff, yes, it didn't go very good for him, but he got the stop in that last round, right? But I noticed that he did learn stuff, and he learned a lot from that super match. And his setup, I've watched Ryan, I do watch Ryan in the tournaments because he's my friend and I know him now. And I actually, if he wasn't Jason Shaw he was pulling, I'd probably be 100% backing Ryan in that match. But anyway, I've noticed how much he's improved in the setup and just hitting for hand control and just some of the things I see him doing. And even when the flash pin's there, he's getting his setup, he's flashing people. I think that Mike Schaff, after that, he was really focused in on improving his setups and his ready goes. And in tournaments, yes, traveling, yes, that's true. And you know what, Ryan? I think everything you've done though you've definitely been dedicated, and you've put yourself out there. And I think a lot of people know you. You become a household name because of how active you are. I think it's a shame that you didn't have a good, one thing that kind of hurt Ryan from what I know is that Ryan never really had a solid team as a base. Like he kind of has been on his own journey learning And this is how he's become better, by just being active, going to everything, traveling. But it would be nice, Ryan, if you had a really solid fucking unit to really hone in your training and everything, and then you wouldn't have to compete so often. You could really, really just tuck away for 2 months and just come out like 3 levels more. You know what I mean? Every time.
What? I just realized the first time I ever heard of Ryan was with his match against Jeremy Drouse.
Mm-hmm.
The Viking versus Viking.
And that's true too. You know, he brings up a good point here. It might be a Canada USA gap in info. Yeah, I think it comes down to that have that good team around you too, right? And like you said, Ryan, at first, I think you got a team now. You said I think you're helping train some guys now, but you never had a solid team, right? When you have a solid team, it does help a lot, because guys, you can work on your setups, you can get that coaching. Like, you know, like when I had my match with Len, I got one good practice with Sean, and Sean and me went over what I need to do to beat Len. And then I just you know what, afterwards, because with his help, I just drilled it 2,000 times, and then I was able to do it in my match against Len, right? But that, having that team, that helps a lot too, especially when you're prepping for an individual like a super match. You can talk to the guys, you know, and they can tell you and give you the input too, where you need to improve or what you might got to do. Sometimes it's like a team effort, right?
Yeah.
I averaged 13 to 14 a year nationally. That's pretty crazy. My first year, I did 13 or 14 my first year. And then after that, it slowed down. It was like, I think it was like 7, and then 8, and then 6, and then, you know what I mean? So.
And to be honest, well, way down, because you're way, way up there. He's like, I never heard of Cody before Through the Fingers. And to be honest, I hadn't done a whole lot before Through the Fingers. Yeah. Through the Fingers is basically what was my launching platform, which is, you know, a podcast. But most of my biggest things have happened while I've been part of Through the Fingers.
It's true. Yeah, because I mean, you didn't compete a lot as an amateur. You only did what, 4 or 5 tournaments total.
Yeah, and then that was when I turned pro years. At your EVW tournament.
Yeah, the EVW tournament, you went pro and you did good. You did really good. And then you said, okay,
my super matches. Most of my super matches have been on since I've been on this podcast.
Well, yeah, a lot of doors opened up just recently. There's been a lot of matches, and there's a lot of people that want to try to kick your ass, and that's helping out too.
No. Even before all that, like my match, most of my matches have happened since I've became a member of the podcast. Like, you know, now that it's me, you, and Zach running this, of course, I've gotten a lot more recognition, and people know my name a bit more now. But before, I only really pulled like Jeremy Etsy. I wasn't doing many super matches to really have
you pulled Jeremy right and left. Yep. And then
I did Jeremy Etsy right and left-handed, and actually, it was quite bad of a day. Like, you know, I love Jeremy; he's a great guy, but it was a bad day for him that day. Both his elbows popped on when I drove sideways.
Yeah, he popped both his elbows. Yeah, it was not a good day for him. No. Captain Phil Carty says Albertans will know of the captain come February 27th. Woo! Nice. Fuck yeah. I know it's 1 week after. Listen, I got to smoke my opponent in February so I can have an arm for Battlezone the following weekend. So I got a big trip to Montana, and then I got a big trip to Battlezone the next weekend. But I don't want to miss either of them. So hopefully my arm can handle it. Yeah. So you don't even need to pull anymore. Just keep chatting. Well, you know what? Ryan's well known, but you know, it's well deserved. You know, one thing I can say, guys, is Ryan's an example of hard work. Because there's these guys like, you know, I beat up on Logan Bittinger. But it's because, you know what? He hasn't been pulling very long. He got, you know what? And I really supported him. Like I said, I thought great, but he got a He kind of pinned Devin. Like, I don't even think it was a pin still looking back at it, but he let his head blow up, and then he thought that he was the greatest thing ever and that everybody should just pay for him now. Ryan has been grinding, putting in his own money, hard work, dedication. He travels everywhere. I mean, to me, Ryan deserves notoriety, right? Like, he's put the work in. Listen, if you can't invest in yourself, why should anybody else invest in you, right? And Ryan's a good example of investing in yourself, getting yourself out there, putting in the work. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of hate on some of these other new guys.
You know what? The one thing I do like, and being an American comes with great resource, is the ability to get known in the States is 100 times easier than I would say to get known while you're in Canada.
I agree.
Actually, I'd say it's more than 100 times. I'd say it's 1,000 times easier.
It feels that way. It feels like in the States you get one pin on a name.
In the States, yes. But no, in the States you got to travel, of course. But it's not nearly as much traveling as you'd have to do in Canada to travel around Canada or even go travel to the States.
Yeah, and like I said, you beat one name in the States, all of a sudden everyone's talking about you. Like, here, people do amazing things all the time. You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, Devin's been around, and there's been people that have done good with him in practice or here or there, but no one talks about it. But then you go to the States, and then Logan gets like a surprise flash on Devin, and then next thing you know, he thinks that fucking you should be paying for his East versus West and everything. You know what I mean? Where in the States, you kind of get more notoriety that way, is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Jonelle, I don't agree with you. Then it's a lot. I would say it's so much easier to get some notoriety in the States than it is here in Canada. Yeah, they may have more pullers and more tournaments, and you said they have 10 times more population, 10 times more events, 10 times more pullers. But that's just 10 times more of the opportunities.
But I honestly think the level. Listen, I think that America doesn't realize how damn good us Canadians are. And I think it's our fault. It's our fault for not, we don't invest in ourselves here. Listen, we pull our local guys and we think we work hard to get in the top 5 here in Alberta or in Canada. But we don't think that we're good enough. We think because of the population in the United States, because of the big names that we see that are glorified, we think, well, shit, who are we? Like, we're nothing. I'm just a guy in Alberta that's, that's decent. You know what I mean? But we don't realize that our level's fucking high. And if we actually started investing in ourselves and going over and making our names known in the States, I think they would. I bet you any money if this year came up and 20% of the pullers here said, listen, I'm going to start going to events in the States. I'm going to start investing in myself. I'm going to, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, they'll be talking about Canada taking over arm wrestling because, you know what I mean? We have so many good pullers. I just got invited to a 5-man or a 5-match super series that's going to be huge and promoted and a big production in Las Vegas this fall. And I just got offered it yesterday. And I'm kicking myself in the ass because I already have other arrangements, matches set, and I can't go.
Yeah, and Terry Taylor made a good point. The exchange rate, it costs us even more. So what it would cost you guys to travel, so far, for us to come down there, our dollar is only 70. One of our dollars is 70 cents American.
Yeah, that's right. And the gas, like our gas is double the cost of they have cheaper gas. They pay less for gas there, but they pay like half of what we pay for gas here. That's true too. And listen, it sucks, but that's a Canada problem. We can't blame that on them, right?
No, I'm not blaming the States. I'm just saying that, I really do believe that as
Hey, Jared.
I believe a lot more of those Americans should make their way down here.
And that's true too. Look, see,
it's cheaper for them to come here than it is for us to go there.
Miles is right. It says, hold up here, Cody. Ryan was awarded the Ayers Puller of the Year. Yes, he did. I do remember that. Yep. So he does get recognition for traveling in tournaments because he wouldn't have got the Puller of the Year award, right? So it did earn him some notoriety.
The award. I never even heard of the Aries Puller Award of the Year.
Yeah, but in the States, everyone follows the Aries rating system, right? I call it a rating system, not really a rankings. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the thing. I didn't even know they had a Puller of the Year award. Great job for Jesus Christ, Ryan. But
yeah, he did get it because all the events.
No, that's awesome. That's a great award to have.
Yeah.
Have an award for being recognized for being at a lot of events. That's amazing, and that's awesome that he won it. But I honestly didn't even know that was a thing they did.
Yeah, I didn't. I do remember it. I remember when he got it. That was last year, right? It was just last year. Yeah. But yeah,
when did they do the awards?
I don't know. But I remember that Ryan got announced as the winner of it. So, I mean, you know who got it this year here? Does anybody know? Puller of the Year 2025. 25. Who was it? I know who it is. He was awarded here in Alberta. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes to answer who won the award.
Is it an Albertan?
Hey, buddy. I haven't seen Nick in a while. There's that guy.
Was it Albertan that won?
It was somebody from my training club.
Brad Prince?
Yep. He won Puller of the Year at Provincials.
From the Aries system?
No. From the Alberta Armed Sport Federation. Yeah. But I was just curious if you knew who. My point is does anyone even know who got it here? Like, who got Puller of the Year here in Alberta? Yeah. But you didn't know, right? So I guess, Ryan could win that and people not know still, right? So that's all. I was just proving. I was actually helping what you were saying earlier. You know what I mean? About not knowing Aries or knowing about he got Puller of the Year. Because Brad Prince
Jason Jaw just said, I think the last Great Falls trip with gas, hotel, food cost 800 Canadian for 2 nights, and he didn't even look at his credit card to see how much he spent on that. So you can probably estimate $1,000 for a 2-night trip.
Every time. Yep.
Where for an American to come here, I bet you could do a whole trip for $500 because your money here was so much more. One American dollar is $1.42 Canadian right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, me and Brian had a whole conversation about this last time. How 70 cents, $1 Canadian dollar is only 70 cents American, but $1 American dollar is $1.42 Canadian. Because but we figured it out.
It took a while because at first I'm like, well, if 70 cents is $1 US, that means it's 70% of $1, right? And then Cody's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, why is it saying 142? I'm like, if it's 70%, so that other 30% has to equal 30. And I kept thinking it had to be $130. But no, that 30% is actually in American. So it turns out to be 42. So 42
cents to make up that other 30 cents.
Same on 100 is 42 bucks. So
so on every $100 you're almost doubling your money, or 1.5 times your money almost.
At least, no more, a little more, because $200 would only be.
No, but Brian, if they transferred $100 American to Canadian, they'd get $142. That's almost 1.5 times more. They're only gaining 0.42%.
Well, $200 Canadian, if you go exchange it for US money, you're only going to get $142. I'm pretty sure.
No, 200 Canadian would be $142.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's yeah. So that's like more than 1.5. That's almost 1.6. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, yeah, their money goes far. I actually have I stashed some American for my February trip. I think I got 400 or 450 stashed away so far in American but I need more than that. But hopefully I win my match and I come back ahead. Imagine that. I go down and I kick ass and I come back with money in my pocket. That'd be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dan, yeah, look at that. Jordan did their trip for $600 each. Says Dan and I did our trip for $600 each when we came out there. Well, yeah, you guys drove, but still, yeah, and you guys went bare bones cheap. So imagine if you flew instead, Jordan, and then you stayed in the best, decent hotel, and then you ate at restaurants versus fast food. I mean, you guys could have been at $1,200-$1,400 each just to come to our event.
They spent $600 to come down here each.
Yeah, and they drove here. You know how much gas?
How long is the drive? The drive is what, 15 hours?
14 or 15 hours straight. Yeah.
Okay.
They'd have to fill up at least probably 3 or 4 times.
That's where my car would come in great handy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that little one? Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that thing, I can drive for 6 hours straight on $60.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
I went from Red Deer to Calgary. But yeah, bro, I went from Red Deer to Calgary, back to Red Deer to Edmonton, back to Red Deer, all in one tank.
No, I know. That's crazy. Jason says, he goes, yeah, I didn't exactly drink water and eat Ichiban. Laughing out loud. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah. Cohen out of Saskatchewan. Hey, buddy. How are you? Yeah.
Oh, Cohen's.
So what's up?
Went up in the chat. How's it going, guys? Oh. So, Cohen, I actually have a question for him. Are you going to drop down to 220 to pull Tim Lewis if you get the match?
Yeah,
if you beat the person that because I've already talked to Tim, but if you beat the person I know you got to beat to get that match, are you going to drop down to 220 for him?
Yeah, what happens if you don't beat him, Cohen? Yeah.
If Cohen doesn't beat if he doesn't beat the guy that he has to beat to get the match with Tim, then he doesn't get the match with Tim.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what Tim said. Yeah. He goes, too bad I'm going to have to pawn off a handgun for gas money to get home from Idaho. I never thought of that.
Jason,
I never even thought of that. Yeah. That's
I'm curious, Jason, if you win the handgun in your weight class, are you going to get it dismantled to where it's just a prop gun so you can bring it home? Where's he going to keep it?
I'll just give it to Miles to hold on to.
Yeah, but then you're going to have a handgun for no reason.
No, because if the laws change here, then we can get it. Then you can have it come. You can bring it across. We're hoping.
It's going to change here.
Yeah, but
they're only going to get worse.
If we separate, buddy, we're going to be laughing. We got a whole new. We're going to have open carry. Yeah. We'll be just like Montana, the exact same. Guaranteed.
Well, last year didn't they give away AR-15s?
I don't know. That'd be cool. We can't bring that here because they're banned, right? But right now, but down the road you could. I have a T-97. Shoots the same round as no, not AK. You mean an AR-15 or whatever they're called?
That's what I just said. It was an AR-15.
Oh, I thought you said AK. But anyway, I have a T-97 that shoots the same round, and I have to keep it locked up because it's prohibited now. Anyway, I don't want to get into that again. I'm just going to get me angry. It's probably good I'm not going to Idaho. Was it in the cards to attend that one? Still want one of those guns, laugh out loud. Yeah. They're going to be, they're engraved, special engraved and everything. Like, that'd be cool, man. Or tournament winner, class winner. and it's engraved on a handgun. That's fucking awesome. This is why I love the States. This is why I fucking hate things here. I hate the sissy fucking liberal fucking pussies here in Canada.
Well, I wish we had. Don't get us demonetized.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not gonna get demonetized, but yeah, you're right. Well, we're not gonna do a promotion on this video. So,
no, Cohen. I don't think he understands. If you want to pull Tim Lewis, Tim Lewis is a 220 puller. Are you going to drop your weight from the 242 class to the 220 class so you weigh the same amount as Tim?
Tim's gonna want it close anyway, like 230 minimum.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're gonna pull Tim Lewis and you want the glory from beating Tim Lewis, you gotta weigh 220. If you weigh more, the only time that works is if like you're beating someone named like Giannis. If you're pulling that level caliber of a lighter puller, then okay, if you weigh a bit, you can get a little bit of glory from beating them. But you're still not getting as much glory from beating someone that was lighter than you. That'd be like me. Right? That'd be like me pulling Zach, smashing Zach and going, yeah, I beat a national champ. No, I beat a light guy.
No, you got to be the same. You call out guys in your weight class. You don't call guys if you don't intend on being the weight. You don't call guys out. I mean, that's a rule. You know, like I'm not gonna go. Not that I don't even want to pull Cody, but I wouldn't be like, Cody, I'm calling you out. You know what I mean? You know, it'd be a bad day because I don't want. Cody's actually really strong. I wouldn't want to pull that hard against somebody lighter than me. So actually, it's a bad example anyway. But what I'm saying is normally, if I go and I beat Cody, they're gonna say, yeah, he's 220.
Yeah, exactly.
300 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Well, he did. He just said he will drop to the 220s. So
no, I believe he will. I believe he will. But I have seen. Have you not seen some of that shit though? Like call-outs, and I'm not saying Cohen. I'm not saying Cohen that you did it or nothing. But I've seen other people on Facebook like they're doing call-outs, but yet the weight, there's 30-pound weight difference.
Well, I'm thinking, you had to talk to one of your club members just this weekend to tell him not to do that.
Yeah. No, we did. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? I mean, that match, I don't favor him. I don't favor him in that match anyway. But it's still though, what is the point of calling somebody lighter than you, right? Like, so yeah, it does make sense. I mean, I understand if you're lighter and you're calling out a heavier guy because you think that, you know what I mean, you can prove something and you got something for him. I don't disagree with that. Punching up.
Like me, I'm thinking about having a match with left-handed against freaking fuck.
Who was it? Jared? Byron. Yeah, Byron. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I'm thinking about it. And like, if I call him out, it's fine to call up. And if you're a higher weight class and someone from lower calls you out, you're perfectly okay to accept in that match.
Yeah. Listen, I think you know what? Byron is a fucking tank. And you know what? If he has the time and he agrees to do a left-hand match with you, that does so much for you. Win or lose, it does a ton for you. Especially if you can get yourself used to pulling guys weight classes above you, it can only help you when you go against somebody your own weight. So,
okay, you know what? One sec, I gotta say something, Jonello, because he's being a dumbass right now.
What's he saying?
Dakota weighs 220. 99% of matches are 220.
Yeah.
So people thinking he's a 198 guy. 98% of the time when he pulls, he's 220.
Listen,
every time he pulls in Montana Armbender, anytime he pulls in Montana, in most of his super matches, I've only seen him do maybe 2 super matches at 198.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Dakota don't make 198 anymore. He's been heavier. He actually competed in 242 at provincials. So listen, Dakota's actually been the heavier guy over Cody. And that whole myth of Cody calling out a smaller guy, it was just a myth because Dakota's like 6 foot something, 6'2".
No, but at the end, he can still drop down to 198.
Yeah, he could if he wanted to.
I've also proven that I pulled 198s at our Canadian provincials or Alberta provincials.
Yeah, you did. You dropped down to yeah, you did. I know you were 196. You got down to, didn't you?
I was 196.7. So this whole me and Dakota are right around the same weight.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we know that. I think a lot of people think that you're bigger and heavier than we thought. Jason Shaw says Terry Taylor versus Alex Diaz. I think so. You know what? That's a good that might be a decent match. Listen, Alex is actually strong. Like, he is strong. He reminds me of you, Jason, in a lot of ways. Like, he kind of goes, like, he's strong. Right now he's arm wrestling with his strength, but he's starting to slowly learn, like, you know what I mean, different shit. And you know what? I think he got a little carried away there with his call-outs after his match, but it was funny. But I think Terry and Alex would be a great match. And that's a tough one. I mean, I got Terry favorite in it. Like I think Terry would beat Alex, but I think Alex could surprise a lot of people, right? So, yeah, I think that match could be good. Terry, fucking just let you know, buddy, you were fucking beast. I thought you looked like a fucking beast on the weekend. So, good job, Terry. I was really, really happy for you, brother. So, just to let you know, I had to stay neutral. I was reffing, but you did really, really fucking good. Like, actually, you know what? You looked fucking mean. Yes. You got me. You probably got me. Next time I pull you, I'll have to look away from you because you were mean. You had a presence on the table on Saturday. Anyway, just letting you know.
I don't know when I'm arm wrestling someone and they're trying to bean buck me, I kind of giggle a little bit.
But I don't like it. I lose power when I laugh. I don't want to laugh. No giggling. Have you ever lifted a weight and someone gets you giggling and the arm just fucking falls afterwards? Because laughter brings weakness. I don't like any kind of laughter. You know who does it? Is Lee Germain. Paul Lee Germain. His whole fucking thing is to mental warfare you before you even go. He does this crazy fucking where his eyes pop out of his head and the one eye starts wandering on its own off to the side. And you're like, what the fuck? And then he trips you right out. Anyway, I don't like pulling people like that. Remember Paul Talia? He'd do the eyeballs out of the fucking head, fucking whatever he's doing. He pops his eyeballs out at you. Like, that'd be kind of weird, man. Yeah. But I had that.
See, you know what? If I was pulling Paul Talia and he popped his eyeballs out at me and in the middle of the setup, I'd just blow air on his eyes.
Dry his eyes out.
Could you try to keep your eyes out like this with someone blowing on them?
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's thought of that.
I don't know, but Paul Talia quit arm wrestling. He's a junk guy now. He does the junk removal shit. No, you know what? Why not? 220? For sure. 242 is a weird one because some years at Nationals, 242 is a good class to be in, and other years it's stacked. Just depends who's in it and who's cutting. Because you're getting super heavyweights that are just cutting down to 242. You know what I mean?
Well, if Cohen's dropping down for next year's Nationals in Black Falls, 222 in the 220s, he's going to get pinned by this arm and by this arm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Terry's second hit there, he was like hitting, and then that second hit was really impressive. He pinned every round. Terry had a pin. That's what it was like a second hit surge to the pad. What do we got here? Al, you going to practice tomorrow night? Hope you're at practice. I might get to what? You'll never be 176, Allie. Sorry, buddy. You wouldn't make it. And then 220. Joe Fox, Victor, Randy, Hugh. Yep. Killers, man. Yeah. Hugh is somebody. I think we don't hear enough about Hugh. Hugh is He's top notch, man. Who's ahead of him?
I don't know if there's a single person in the 198s that beat Randy.
No, and 198 though. Randy's not making 198.
I mean, sorry, no, but Randy is the 220. But Ollie's saying that he thinks that the 198s are more stacked. But I don't think that.
Randy doesn't really. Is he really a 220 now though? He has to cut. He has to cut down a lot to hit 220.
But that's what he pulls in. That's what he pulls at WAP Worlds.
He's a super heavyweight champ at Stronghold.
Well, that's because he'll drop down to 220 and then pull all the classes.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying he's the super. He has the super belt for the Stronghold League. So he pulls the big guys too. Like he pulled Joel Hansen last year at Stronghold. He pulled that Maximum guy this year from he's Ukrainian, I think. He's out of BC. He's been pulling the bigger guys. Those guys aren't 220 guys. Right? But I know when he pulls the big events, he cuts like a motherfucker and he makes 220. But
Mike said he doesn't agree with me that he said as long as they're within 20 pounds, he thinks that's fine. I don't. Well, I think you should be in the weight class.
I don't know. When it comes to the smaller guys, I think it matters more. Like us bigger guys, like you get 20. There's so many guys in my class that I'm 20 pounds difference than in the supers, because the supers is like anything above 242. So if you're 260, I got 40 pounds on you at 300, right? And I'm being nice to myself. So,
but see, the thing is, I think there should be more than just the super. I think there should be another weight class.
Well, the problem is our population of pullers makes it hard, right? If we see a big jump in population, then we can have that 275 class that I really think should be there. Because the thing is some of these guys are like 360, fucking sick. Josh is 345, 6'8". You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. You know? Just a beast of a man. And he's a good, strong arm wrestler. So if you're 260, you know what I mean? You're giving up 100 pounds. Right? But I mean, 176, I don't really, because really 176 and a 198 guy having a super match, that's too big of a gap. I think it should be within 10 pounds. I agree with Mike and you. I think I'll go in a half between you and Mike. I think you should be within 10 pounds. That's what I think. I think 20 is a little much. I think 10 pounds is fine though. Right? Like if you're agreeing upon a weight, yeah, Brian, I make fucking 220 easy. Oh, easy. I just come in, I'm all cock and bones and ribs.
Apparently there's a guy in Saskatchewan that pulls with Cohen that's 6'9", 454 pounds.
Yeah. See? So imagine.
Is that guy just a big ball, like a balloon, or is he like a? Because like that's like Brian Shaw numbers right there. So this guy must be ultra jacked or ultra fat.
He's probably fat, but like 6'9". He still goes up. It still goes upwards, right? And his levers are probably like this fucking long, right? His arms are probably like that. If you're 6'9", I bet you any money. I know that Dakota has 1.5 inches longer lever than I have. So I know at a super, I have a short lever. So if I had to go up against him, fuck. So what are some of the matches you'd like to see from Border Rivals? Border Rivals. I'm trying to think of the card. Oh, you're talking. I'm there. I'm pulling up. I'll be pulling there. I'm pulling there this year.
I'll just wait for you to get back up to the 200, back to weighing to 200.
So I'm looking forward to pulling Dan. Did you get a match for Border Rivals?
No, I never asked for one.
I never asked for one. I got asked, but I just said yes. Because Travis always supports us. He makes the trip, and I need to support Travis's event. I haven't made one of them yet, so I wasn't.
There was only one. There was only ever last year. Travis at Nationals said he would throw a match together, but we could never make it happen. And it was Curtis Mocan.
If he ends up, maybe if Cohen ends up doing good, beats the mystery puller we haven't mentioned, maybe you
Well,
should
he
pull
has.
him.
He's definitely mentioned the guy's name.
Oh yeah, I know who
I know
it is.
Cohen's mentioned the name on the in the chat.
Oh yeah. But you know what? No sense hype. Let's see what happens there, right?
Yeah.
But maybe you should pull him at Border Rivals. Yeah.
Well, that's where that match is happening.
Oh, so you're pulling him there?
No.
Oh, the other guy's pulling him there.
That's what I heard, at least.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm looking forward to that match, big time. So I get to see what you got, Cohen. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's an interesting match because I watched a couple of your matches at Nationals. Was it Nationals? Yeah, you were in the 242 class, though. Yeah.
And then after that is maybe his Tim match at some point. So me and him won't be having a match until like the next year.
Is there anybody you'd want to pull at Border Rivals?
No, I am really dead set on getting this Keanu match figured out. And
Why you do at Border Rivals? Get Keanu to come to Border Rivals. It's a long way, but
it's an option. That's definitely an option. If Travis wanted to put that together, and
Travis would probably. Travis would give you that. I'm sure of it.
And I'd have to check with Keanu, but and then after that, I really want that Phil Cardi match, and like I take both of these guys pretty seriously, and like I'm gonna be training very hard. Like even now, like leading up to Keanu, in my mind, I'm training for Phil.
Well, you know what? Even if my arm's shot from my match a week before, I'm still going to go to Battle Zone anyway. So,
well, I heard that they're trying to do our provincials in the same month as Battle Zone.
Yeah, that's just idiotic. Why screw Battle Zone? You know what it's going to do? It's going to make people not care about provincials. Because listen, I'm telling you, Battle Zone it's just a bond that we have. We go to Battle Zone, right? Like that's one that you mark on the calendar. That's one that you look forward to. My best times ever in arm wrestling have been at Battle Zone.
You know why he wants to do it in February? This is what I'm thinking.
He doesn't need to, though. He
wants to do it at the Good Games.
Yeah, if the Good Games come back again, he says they will, but I don't know how much that cost him last year. But we'll see. I think it's stupid though. Why do it? It's gonna hurt numbers. It's gonna be the Good Games is gonna be just your local fucking amateur pullers that will be there.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's many arm wrestlers that are from Red Deer, Calgary, and around Alberta. If they have to choose between going to a Good Games provincials or the Hinton's Battle Zone, a lot of us would just be getting them by to go to nationals.
I think so. I forgot about the whole buy thing. You're right. I totally agree. I would get a buy too. I would say, and listen, I can tell you right now, everybody would be approved for a buy because Battle Zone has done it on the same weekend in the same month in the same place every year for fucking so many years. So you know what I mean? Like that one, if so and so who wants to run the Good Games tournament goes ahead and does that, he's only going to have amateur pullers there anyway. He's going to have all the local amateurs, and it's going to be the weirdest provincials ever because your top pullers will all be at Battle Zone in Hinton.
To be honest, I believe like I would put a vote in on the Alberta Arm Wrestling Board on making it so we can't have it that month. Make it the same month that provincials is every goddamn year.
Well, normally we do have a criteria. You have to plan your date within a certain time frame. We need to know the location. We need to know all the details before you're approved.
Yeah. So I don't think you should approve I think you should put it in the board and not approve a February time period if that is what they want to do. Because that is just going to hurt Alberta arm wrestling. You're making people pick between two of the biggest events of the year because you want to be stubborn at the same time.
But
how many big events does Alberta have a year? Maybe 4.
We're going to run into problems. We'll still run into problems on morals and ethics because we do not want to be a dictator of who and when people can hold events. Right? So, like, there'll be morals.
No, it's not just provincials.
No, I would say this. Let the people do whatever the fuck they want. And the thing is it's just going to hurt their number. Why would you hold an event a week out from Battle Zone if you know your numbers are going to be hurt because of it? When you can wait a little bit and do it and have good numbers.
Yeah, I get what you're saying by not wanting to be a dictator. But the provincial is a Alberta Arm Wrestling Board event that we allow other clubs to do, or that you guys allow other clubs to do. That is the only event that I'm saying that you guys can decide, and you don't allow them to hold it in any other like we got. What do we got? We got Hinton, we got provincials, we got Mayhem, and what else do we got? That are I would consider the big event in Alberta.
No, I know. But listen, I know what you're saying, but there already is a time frame, and I think he falls within it already. Because there's nothing stating that it had to be in May. We never had that was never a rule. Now we can look at something like that, but even then,
all it takes is a vote.
No, I know that, but it will get shot down when it gets brought to the board. There's a good chance it will get shot down. Because just on ethics, like I'm just saying, I think that there's been similar.
Are they going to be going on? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, what's the time frame?
What ethics are you breaking by saying you can't do it February?
Well, right now, you can. Why can't we don't have a rule saying they can't do it in February? So,
but it's saying that you can make a rule saying that you can't do it. You can't. Don't impede on other events that are big time events that are happening in Alberta.
I know, but it's still not up to us, so it's up to the pullers, right?
I know, but what I'm saying is you're actually by not allowing that by making that not happen,
I'm just saying
you're actually hurting the pullers.
No, but I understand what you're saying, but you're gonna open a can of worms that you don't want to be stuck dealing with. I'm just saying. Like you put up rules dictating when someone can have an event, then you're going to get pushback. I mean, we know that we have a 2.5 month time frame that it has to be done before. I think it's 3 months. No, 3 months. 3 months before nationals, and you want to have it. You want the latest ones being like a month out. Like I think you have a deadline too, but.
I get that. And I'm not saying opening the book of worms so you can tell everyone you can't have a tournament here, you can't have a tournament here. It's only provincials. This rule will only encapsulate provincials. Because it's the only tournament basically operated through the Alberta Arm Wrestling Board. They are the ones that get to decide who gets to put that on. Any other tournament, the Alberta Board doesn't get to decide who puts it on. Whoever wants to put it on can put it on.
I don't even disagree with you. It would
because if you just encapsulate it around the one tournament that is ran by the Alberta Arm Wrestling Board, it doesn't affect anybody else of putting a tournament on whenever they want. It's just that individual tournament that's ran by the Alberta Board.
So when's the good time? I know, but this just opens up so many conversations, right? And then dictating that. But I mean, at the same time, people do have.
It doesn't really open up any other conversation. Like, even Joe Nello, out of all people, agree with me.
Listen,
he usually says stuff just to fuck with me. But what I'm saying is, if you're just encapsulating just provincials, which is the tournament that is divvied out by the Alberta Wrestling Board.
I don't. Well, Joe Nell's agreeing with you. You know what? Mike doesn't always agree with me. Mike's agreeing with me right now. So all I'm saying is, I'm just saying, I think it's a good idea in a sense, right? But it would have to be a discussion point, and it would have to be amongst the whole board, and it would have to be like, do we want to say that if you're applying for provincials, you have to do it within the month of May? Or like, is that what you're saying? Something like that?
Well, when was it? When did Mike have it this year?
I think in May.
Okay. Where was it done the year before that? I think it was in May. The year before that, it was in May.
It is usually
Why
in
not
May.
just keep it in May?
Well, it won't be able to change this year anyway because nothing. So listen, even if we voted it in, it wouldn't start this year. It would have to start in 27.
But you can even say April, May. Like what big tournaments are happening in April or May? Like big Alberta tournaments. Well, February is such a bad time to allow it to happen because it is one of Alberta's biggest things.
Listen, people try not to hold events in May because they know provincials is in May. So, you know what I mean? If you're not holding provincials, then it's not a good idea to hold an event, which we found out, even though we waited till the last day of the month. But May is a bad month to try to get good numbers to hold an event because you got provincials that always falls in May. So anywhere 2 weeks after, 2 weeks before, if you hold an event, it would be bad numbers because provincials is always like, mid-May or whatever, right? So we know that already. And it's mostly every year. The only year it's changed is because Gord wants to run it this year and he wants to do it at the good games. But you know what? It's not going to affect anybody, really. Like, it's going to affect Gord the most because he's choosing to have an event a week out from Battle Zone.
I know, but I'm thinking of the arm wrestling community as a whole. And as an Alberta arm wrestling community, we don't have that many big tournaments every year. Yes, we have medium size and small ones, but big tournaments that mostly everybody in Alberta come out for, we don't have that many. So why put two of them in the same month and fuck over all the pullers in Alberta of missing out on one of those big events?
I'll tell you the one reason why. Because we have no real authority. And if we said something like that, you got to hold it this month. I mean, why? I mean, I guess they got to listen if they want to get provincials, but then we're being an iron fist. And then you're going to get
just on provincials. It's okay to be an iron fist on something that you control.
I know that.
You don't put any other tournament in Alberta. You can't tell people when to have it. You can't tell them when to do it. It's literally just provincials alone, only provincials. So you're not holding an iron fist over the arm wrestling community going, blah, blah, blah. It's provincials has to happen this time so we don't fuck over all these other things.
I hear what you're saying. You know what? I can bring it up next time we have a meeting, and I'll see what the consensus is on it. But that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know why it's Gord holding the event. I don't know why he's got to throw a monkey wrench in it and try to do it in February, 1 week out from Battle Zone. To me, it's like, let it be a learning lesson because.
Honestly, I heard it hasn't even been approved yet.
No. Well,
so if he's dead set on it and no one wants to change it.
Listen, right now, Gord is the only one that has bid on provincials. And he was the first one to do it for this year.
Yes, but what I'm saying is if he's
but I will say I don't even know if he officially bid yet. I don't know if he handed in his proposal. Because on your proposal, you're supposed to say the date, the place, the venue, the time. Like, you need to have everything done already. Host hotel, they want to know all the information.
Yeah. So. And to be honest, if he's dead set on it, I'm tempted to start asking all the other clubs, hey, put in a bid. Mike, put in another bid. You did a great provincials this year.
See, Mike just said it has to be a vote, not forced.
No, I get that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You have to bring it to the board and vote upon it. But you were just saying like why you don't think it was, why you don't think it would go. And I was just going against those what you were saying. And like proven the point.
I know.
And like, to be honest, if Gord, does put in a vote for February, or a quote for doing it in February, Mike, put in another quote. Everyone will back you. You did a great provincials this year.
Yeah, it was awesome. Listen, I voted in favor for Mike to get it that last year. So I think I seconded it. So listen, I love Lethbridge does a really good job. And actually they're just getting better and better and better why not? Listen, I'm all for it. I don't care if one place does it every year. I just want to make sure it's good every year. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't really care. Like Lethbridge, if they had it 5 years straight and it was in Lethbridge for 5 years straight, I would be happy. I'd be just totally happy. I'd have no issues.
Well, honestly, if multiple since people started arm wrestling, it's been the best provincials. Last provincials was the best provincials, with having all the names up on the board.
I thought it was all that other stuff. I agree, 100%. I think having it in May would be good. I know, Cody, but it's a shit ton of work and a shit ton of money. Yeah, no, for sure, Mike, it is. We know. It's a lot of headaches. That's another thing too. People go, oh, fucking Lethbridge got it again, right? Because I had a conversation with somebody. But when you think about it, though, it's like, honestly, do you really blame, like, how many people do you think are going to be volunteering for that type of headache? Running a provincials, just the preparation, having all your ducks in a row, having everything, it's stress, and it takes a team of people, and there's a lot of people that just don't have time in their life to do it. So if one club or two clubs are able to do it and they do a good job like they did last year, then you know what? Fuck it. That's why I said originally, I said we could, for you Northern guys. Yeah, no, that's true, Sheldon. I was saying this, is I wanted to run it. I wanted Alberta Arm Sport Federation to run it, like to put a bid in for the federation. I don't think we should run it every year like an iron fist. I think a lot of people misunderstood me when I brought it up before, but I think we should just do a bid just like anybody else would for provincials. We'll just, as the federation, we'll put a bid in, and then it goes to a vote anyway, who gets provincials, right?
Well, if we
were able to get it 1 or 2 years, we could actually build some bank account and we could do stuff for the community. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Brian, you could also do it where, yes, it's run by the federation, because you know what, I do think everyone likes, having it at with these different clubs doing it, because every year your provincial medal looks, or your provincial trophy looks different. It has a different team logo on it. Like I have my Edmonton one with the Edmonton Extreme on it. I got my Lethbridge one over here with their logo of the for provincials on it, and like we all like that. So even if let's say the Alberta Arm Wrestling Federation, like the Alberta group, ran it every year, they did it in correlation with a club in the town. So they go in on it together.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I think I think generating. Well, see, you know what my passion is I wonder. Sometimes I question. The reason I talk about Alberta Arm Sport running an event every year, whether it be provincials or we just come out with an Alberta Arm Sport event, right, is so that we can build some bank account and do something, you know what I mean, to help. Because right now we have a federation. I'm vice president. Jason T-Box, our president. But right now we have a thing that we exist, and sometimes I question why. Because I mean, if we don't build a bank account, we have no forms of revenue. We can't. I mean, are we sponsoring? Are we paying for some of our youth to be able to go to Worlds, or we're not doing anything, right? And we don't have any money, and we don't have a pot to piss in. So I question a lot of times. I question why we even have Arm Sport Federation. So this is why I say I think that we have to talk about it as a whole. There has to be a way to generate some revenue somehow for the federation, so we can actually run like a federation. because right now we all have these roles, right? Like I got voted in vice and whatever, and we talk and we have our ideas. But right now we don't have no bank account, and I'm like, well, what do we actually do? What is the actual point of it? You know what I mean?
And you know what? I also believe that every representative for every club should have to be prove that they were voted into that spot.
Well, they just have their own. They vote their representatives in.
Yeah, but how do you know? I know I'm not going to say any names of clubs, but I know there's one or two clubs where the person that just runs the club goes, "I'm the representative," and then he gets a spot on the board, and he's actually not representing his club what they want. And I'm not saying that at the end of the day they don't have a right to do it because it's their club, but I think that as a club you should be like, "Here's are my members. This is what they voted. Mm-hmm. This is our member."
Well, you mean like the members even have a vote?
No. Well, a vote on who represents that club.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how it's supposed to be.
But there's no way to prove that anyone voted on anything.
Yeah. Well, no, I know, but that's up to the club. You know what? That's up to the club, right? The club has to be in charge of their own politics, right? Alberta Arms Sport, we don't want to try to police the club politics. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying, though. What, Dakota? Wow, you sound like a dictator.
Yeah. I don't sound anything like a dictator. I want complete democracy. So yes, yeah. I agree that if what I'm saying about holding provincials in May is voted down, then yes, we don't get to do that. I'm not forcing.
I know. The problem is, okay, because I know what you're saying. Listen, I know you mean. I know the way you're looking at everything. You mean well, and I agree. Listen, I understand what you're saying. But yeah, some clubs will run. If a club runs their club like an iron fist, and they don't do a vote, and they say if it's the guy's play, like let's say it's a Mitch Cooper or whatever, he's got his club in Cochrane. Well, if he started the club and it's at his house, and he kind of could be an iron fist and say, well, I don't care if I got 5 members, I'm the president, right? So he, his spot on the board might be from an iron fist, but us as like a body, we can't dictate the politics of a club, like how they come to their leader decision, whether they do a vote or whether he just iron fists it, says, well, I started a club, it's at my house, in my garage, and I don't give a fuck. I'm the club representative, right? There's going to be those cases too, Cody, where, you know what I mean? It's not like they're going to say, hey, man, we got to do a vote. You know what I mean? Because he might just say, you know what, go find somewhere else to train. You know what I mean?
But when we're saying, like, let's say Mike's comment.
I'm just giving you a different example. I'm just giving you a different example of how, that might work.
But Mike, or like that comment that he made. What I'm saying is the ultimate form of democracy, voting on everything.
I know what you're saying, but I think you have to have even democracy, like the way you're looking at it. Like if we were unified and the federation did have say on how you manage your affairs from each club and everything else, then that would be a dictatorship, right? Even
well, it's just like democratic,
how but our government sucks, right? Like
no, but in any first world country where there's states, provinces, or other thing, the federal, it's mandatory for the people to run those provinces to be voted in.
Yeah, I agree.
Go, this is our leader, and this is the leader we just choose, and it's like, good. Everyone in that area has to vote on who runs it, is what I'm saying. So I believe in the complete vote.
We could do that. We could do that. Yeah, and Alberta might do that here in the future. I know what you're saying, but technically, Alberta, if they wanted to grow a pear, they could just say, you know what, we don't agree with that. We're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that here. And you know what? Our government actually has done that. They've went against the federal government and said, sorry, you know what I mean? We're going to manage that differently in our province. So they don't always obey the government.
But not when it's never not been an election.
No, not with elections, but how we do our votes. She just changed. Remember, she changed that thing on the minimum amount of votes to get a referendum. She lowered it by like fucking 80%.
I know, but she can't go. Well, like say like when Alberta comes, like don't worry, I want her back in anyways. But when Alberta comes to choose who's running Alberta again, she can't go. No, we're not having a vote. I'm staying in charge. She can't do that, and that's what I'm saying is shouldn't be allowed in the clubs.
I understand, but you know what?
You can't force it because it's in people's houses. I get that.
No, I know. But even as a guy on the board on the federation, I don't want to have to care about like each and every club, and I know what you're saying though. Castle Law, I like Castle Law. That was pretty good. We actually got Castle Law passed here, and we're the only province. Oh no, I think Saskatchewan did too. Right afterwards. I like Castle Law. You break in my house and you mean my family harm, I can take care of you. Yeah. I like that. Anyway, we should get off the politics shit. This is where I didn't want to go into politics. You know what? I want to know. We got what events coming up? We got well, we don't have. Do we have anything in Alberta coming up? What's coming up in Alberta? Like nothing. We got Fraser in August. Was that the next event? Wow. I think are you muted? I don't hear you anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I blew my nose and I muted the mic so not everyone was
hearing me. I'm like, I understand. I can read lips good. Well,
yeah, I was like sitting here going August 15th. August 15th.
Let's talk about Fraser's event quick. We know some of the matches, right?
Well, let's go through the matches and say what we think.
Yeah, we should.
Like, I know for a fact you got Eugene versus Ryan Bellinger.
No, Justin Bishop.
Justin Bishop, sorry, my bad. Justin Bishop versus Eugene, and I'm going to give Eugene a 55% chance on.
Me too. I agree with you. I'm bringing it up right now. Oh yeah, there's matches here.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few. And then the next one in a line is Ali Hamadia versus the same guy.
Yeah.
Left-handed.
So we got Ali versus Justin left, Eugene right.
I'm sorry. I love Ali. Great man. Don't take offense. I'm going to go 45 for Ali, 55 for Justin on it. I want Ali to win. Don't get me wrong. I want Ali to win.
Oh, no.
But I'm giving it a 45 to him and 55 for Justin.
I got Ali 51 to 49. But it just depends on Ali. But Eugene, I actually might have Eugene 60-40.
I still say 55-45 Eugene. I think it's just complete opposite. Like Eugene and then Ali is just.
You know what? Listen, I had Justin Bishop winning when I first heard that match.
Yeah.
I did. In my head, I'm like, Justin, number one North America, fucking deadly. Went 5 rounds with Mendagas, went 5 rounds with Giannis. I'm like, and then I start thinking about Mason and Tom Holland last weekend.
Yeah, but it's like rock, paper, scissors. You can't really.
I know that. But I mean, did you see how dominant Eugene's been with Mason in the last year? Like last year at Nationals, both arms. Now Mason was still he was still coming off an injury on his elbow. But like we watched the way Eugene dominated. It was like that war that Mason had with Tom Holland. That was like a war. Have you ever seen Eugene do one of those? I've seen Mason give him one of those ones.
Well, we don't really know because, like, to be honest, there's guys in Eugene's weight class that are very, very good that he has not pulled yet in Canada. John Darian. I would still say he's the favorite.
No, he
He
didn't.
never pulled John Darian. That got canceled.
Corey Miller. He pulled Corey Miller. Yeah, he beat Corey Miller easy.
But there's more people in that 198 class that are very good that he never pulled. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I still have him winning.
Yeah. He just said, Brian, I'm with you. I got Eugene a bit higher. Yeah, Eugene's stock went up really high for me. Like, it just changed a bit.
I don't know. I that's why I say I give Eugene 55 over 45. I think it's going to be a battle.
Yeah. No. I mean, I understand. Listen, Justin Bishop is one of my favorite arm wrestlers. I've been following him forever. I've been watching his training for a couple of years. I learned a lot, and I think he's amazing. I just look at styles, and I think if Justin round one, I'll know, because if Justin takes the hand and can get the hand, I might quickly just say no way. Eugene's done. Justin wins. But if it goes in where Eugene's strong and it happens right away, and it doesn't look like Justin's going to have an answer for it, it's over, right?
Yeah.
But
I say Eugene wins. Like, from the first round, if he's dominant, I think he wins. But if he can't be dominant, he doesn't win. I don't think it's going to be a close match where it goes back and forth.
Well, that's another thing too. I think Justin. So the one thing I find about Justin is that his endurance. He's an elite puller, like world class, world level puller, with like a pro's endurance. Because the one thing that always kills him, his hand blows up and then he loses. Like, he was up 2 rounds on that one match, and you could tell his hand started gassing, and then it was Mindaugas wins, like, just takes over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Eugene, I think he can do that inside whatever the fuck he does. I think he can do that all day.
I don't know. And then we've already spoke about Ollie and who's next?
You got Alex Kurdukov. Alex Kurdukov versus Miguel LeBlanc. Miguel's a killer. He just won the 80 kg right and left at Canadian Nationals.
Yeah, honestly, don't know either of these guys. So.
Oh, I got Miguel. I'm actually going Miguel on this one. Listen, Alex is. Hey, Brett. You need more one? I would love to. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Just bring it back. Alex is world, like, he's world. I think he's a world champ. He's in BC. He's from Ukraine. But I seen weakness. I mean, he's a really good puller. But when Brad got a pin on him, I was like, wow, Brad. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't expect Brad to pin him. And mind you, he was pulling up a class and pulling Brad. But Brad got a pin on him. And that's why I'm going to.
You say your percentage because I have no clue.
Yeah. 55-45. Miguel.
For Miguel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll just try to bring up another poster.
Just keep scrolling up on his Facebook page.
I'm trying to go down and get the early ones, but we got Sean versus Matt Sador. We kind of talked about that earlier. No, we didn't. Not tonight.
Oh, Matt Sador, that's a guy Fraser trained all the time.
Yeah, I think he's out of Saskatchewan. I think.
Yeah, I think he's out of Saskatchewan. That's where I see him usually pulling. Mm-hmm. I think Sean can take Manitoba.
I think Sean. Listen, I think Matt might be a stronger human being, but I think Sean finds a way to.
Brian, get this. From what I've seen, Curtis Mocan beats Matt.
At the Man Scats or whatever.
More than once. I think Curtis has pinned him more than once. And I don't think Curtis can even touch Sean, to be honest. On the right arm, at least.
Curtis won the match against Matt? I thought he lost it.
I don't know, but I know he's pinned him, and even I don't think in a best of 7 Curtis gets one pin on Sean.
Curtis also crushed Caleb. Curtis crushed Caleb last year at Provincials.
Yeah, but last year Provincials, Caleb, I don't even look at.
Yeah, he was. He cut all that weight. He wasn't used to being lighter.
Caleb last year Provincials is not anywhere near close to full Caleb. Well, even his match with Greg, he had to drop weight. Like if you got a full 265 Caleb, 270 Caleb.
Oh, that's so strong.
I don't think Caleb should be pulling at these lighter weight classes. I think he should stay at his full size because I think he loses too much power when he drops down.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, you just brought up his name. Curtis Mocan, Dave Hall, right arm, best of 5, 220.
I think I give Sean a 70% chance of winning that match. And Mike Schaff said Sean already beat Matt one time.
Well, I got Sean winning.
I'd give 75% to Sean.
Listen, I got Sean winning for sure. I'm just trying to be realistic and unbiased, so I'm trying to look at it. I know Matt's a really strong person, though, right? And I know Sean. I got Sean being strong and a way better arm wrestler. But that's just because I got it like 65-35.
Sean. See, I'm 70-30.
Well, the thing is at that power range, you don't know. Like anything can happen, and I'm saying it could be 90-10, Sean. But we never know. Like like look at my match with Len. I swear, if I could have done that in a better circumstance where I wasn't tired, it wasn't, you're setting up event. Yeah, you did actually a lot of that work anyway. But I was still stressing out, just with us setting up the event. End up pulling 8:30 at night. You know what I mean? The criteria sucked. So.
Well, my chance. Apparently, Joe Nellis said Sean beat Matt in Manitoba a couple of months ago pretty decisively.
Okay.
So I might even go 80-20, Sean.
Yeah, I might be changing too. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. I'm going 90-10. You see, you just maybe totally just go all 100% the other way. I like Matt, but Sean's my boy, and I might have it like 90-10. Yeah.
And then
I got Sean winning. I got Sean winning in every way. Just because, and it's not because, it's just because of how good Sean is.
Is that a right or left hand match?
Right ahead.
Because if it's right, I'd say 80-20. If it's left, I don't know how Matt's left is. That might be.
I don't know. Sean's not as good. Sean's not as good left.
Yeah, if it's left-handed, I might go 60-40.
Best of 5. Yeah, right arm. The weight cap's 245. But the next match is Curtis Mocan versus Dave Hall. Right hand. Best of 5.
I'm going 60-40 for Dave Hall.
I got this one. I'm rooting for Curtis, but I got this one 55-45 Dave.
You got 55-45 Dave?
Yeah.
Have we picked different at all?
No. Just our percentages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one match I didn't really predict, but.
Yeah. The only thing, like I got Sean. I didn't even like doing a percentage because I just had Sean winning. So there's some matches I might as well just say 100%. But I try to be, think of all the possibilities, right? But yeah, but the Curtis Mocan one, I don't know. Curtis has a lot of lanes, and he's strong in all his lanes now. And the more I see him pull, I think he's going to be versatile. But I don't know if he can crack. I don't know if he's going to be able to crack Dave Hall.
No, see, Curtis is going to end up like this.
Well,
his wrist is going to be back, and he's going to be flop pressing. Or he might try to, flop wrist, pronate him down like freaking.
If Curtis can get it to the straps right away, he could flop. He could be flopping them and beating them. Curtis actually has a pretty good press. Mm-hmm. Give the hand away and just get it.
So who's next?
I respect that opinion, Cody. It's a fair assessment. And Brian, I respect that as well. I like yours, though, better. You're so nice the way you talk. Yeah. You try to, you're like a kick in the nuts and then, a little icing on top. No. Just bugging. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that one I got Dave Hall. Dave Hall is pretty he's solid, man. He's solid. And I was listening to what everybody was telling me that pulled him. You and who else pulled him that day? I think Curtis lost to him.
Curtis got flashed by him. Like it almost like Curtis wasn't even there.
Yeah, and Curtis was really strong that year.
The only person that made Dave even work was Joe. Joe was the only person that put even the brakes on Dave's arm, like to make him slow down. Everybody else, it was like just everybody got beat by him like that.
No, you're right. Well, next match, because I gotta go soon, so we'll bang off another one here. Dallas Langston, Randy Sparling, left arm.
Randy Sparling, I think. I'm gonna go 60-40 Randy.
Randy does, you know what? I'm going to say, well, Dallas is a tricky fucking bugger. He's, have you ever watched him? He's probably, I got Randy, but I'm just saying, Dallas is, he's just like, he just fucking cheat. He doesn't cheat. He just tries really hard. It looks like cheating. He's always like in the setup. He looked really complicated. All the matches I've seen of Dallas, very smart puller. I got Randy beating him though because it seems like Randy just knows what to do to beat whoever he's pulling. Like,
I'll tell you this:
pull out all kinds of stuff. I got Randy winning too, but I'd rather
do it. There's not many people that have the power to be able to stop the speed and power that Randy has when he dives for that.
Oh, I know, he just dives for it. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, but he also top rolls too.
I know, but
he does. Well,
his power move is that press. He had like, well, you just give Randy super weight size. He has a press like Camille Zablonsky.
Yeah, and you know what? Randy's hard. Randy's another one in the set. And Randy, that match is going to be a nightmare. I agree with Joe. That match is going to be a fucking nightmare, man. Because Randy, he's also he wants what he wants in the setup, and when you got two vocal guys, like that match. I'm actually really excited for that match, and actually Dallas after that. So I got Randy too. I think I got him like 60-40. And then. Right away, we go to Victor and Dallas Langston.
Right-handed or left?
Right-handed, yeah. I got Victor.
Yeah. If it was left, I would have said the other guy because
Way Miles beat him. Yeah, but I agree.
Well, Victor, like I said, Victor, he was saying to all he was telling me that apparently Victor hasn't trained his freaking left arm for like 2 or 6 months. He hasn't done a damn thing with his left arm.
Ali was injured on his left arm, right? So Victor does a lot of pulling with
Victor
Ali.
mainly only pulls with Ali.
Yeah. Well, Victor works long hours at work and stuff like that, so he trains when he can. Yeah. I don't know. I got Victor winning. I think it's a good match for Victor because it's a name. It's a name. I don't know if Dallas has gotten back on the rankings again, but he used to be ranked pretty high at one time.
Yeah.
So I have to look at In the Hook. This might be good for Victor. I don't know if is Victor on the rankings?
No. He missed his chance this weekend. If he would have beat Miles left-handed, he would have been on the in-hook rankings left-handed. He would have been number 9.
Well, let's see here. I'm just looking here quick. Okay. Oh, guess who's ranked number 6 now in the 220s?
Who?
Alan Ford. Chance I did it for Alan. I got a hold of Chance, and Chance changed it. Now Alan's there. 220 round. Yep, Alan Ford, number 6. Andrei Sharkovich is just above Alan Ford. Yeah. So which hand is it? 220s?
220s, right.
Oh, yeah, he's not ranked. Dallas is not ranked. But I mean,
is he ranked on the left?
Sure, he beats Doug Allen. What?
Is he ranked on the left?
Nope. Nope. Hers. No, Dallas is not ranked at all. But
who's the one guy right behind Miles on the rankings? I forget his name.
220?
Yeah.
220 left, right?
Yeah.
Miles is 10th, and then you got Julian Smith just under him one.
I'm thinking about doing a left-hand match with him. I want to call him out. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I call out Julian Smith on the left arm. I want to see what the chat says about that.
Well, why not? I think it'd be good. I've seen something recently, him pulling some event recently. But anyway, yeah, I think it'd be a good match for you.
I want to know what happened because Miles was number 9.
Not now.
So who's the next match?
Yeah, let's do the story. I'm got sidetracked. I gotta go back to it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, there's only a few more, anyways, and then we can get off because we'll be going for 3 hours.
Yeah, we're getting close. There's one match that I'm excited for here. Another one. Next match is Brad Prinz and Gary Brudry.
I'm gonna go Brad Prinz.
Me too.
I'll go.
I think Brad owns them.
65, 35, 45. No, yeah, 35.
Because I know how the other guy pulls, and I know he's only got one lane that he likes. I've been at one event and seen the guy pull pretty good. I think Brad dominates. I got Brad 80-20. Yeah. Because I've actually seen the guy he's pulling, right? So. And one more match. We got Marlon Hicks and Mason DeRossi. So we got a legend versus, current superstar. I was going to say up and coming, but no way. Mason's already been around a while.
Well, apparently Marlon flash pinned Alan Ford 2 months ago.
I believe it. Well, Marlon's hit is one of the best hits in arm wrestling. Like,
I don't know. I think
you know, he's so
I don't know
good.
if Martin can hit Mason outside of his power zone.
And the problem is the way he hits. Right? It's going to be one of those weird things where whoever's first could win. The thing is, if Mason's a split second quicker, then Mason wins. And then Marlon has to be able to hit like a full, like probably double the amount of time quicker than Mason to beat Mason. Just because the way Mason, he goes in, he gobbles everything up. And Marlon actually, he hits across, like a cross chest to the pad.
Yeah. I also think 2 months ago, Alan wasn't best of shape, Alan, because like when he showed up to our house, to our club, I think he was not in full shape, and that's maybe one of the reasons why he blew up so fast.
Yeah, could be.
But I don't know. In the 220s, I don't think there's someone that beats Alan Ford in Canada. If anything, I would say
I don't know.
Right arm, Alan Ford is probably the number 1 220 puller in all of Alberta. I mean, all of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Can we think of a 220 puller that beats him convincingly?
Well, we know that Ryan Bellinger does. But technically, like I said, if Alan didn't take his hand off that peg that went around, the match
in Canada.
Oh, no, there's no one in Canada.
That's what I was saying. I think he's the best Canadian 220 there is, right-handed.
Right now, yeah.
I wouldn't say he is left-handed. His left-handed is nowhere near his right.
Yeah. But no, I would say he is too. I mean, he took Porkchop's hand and like, yeah, I don't know. No one.
And I wish I could have felt a fresh Alan Ford.
Me too. That's the thing, though. You know what? Like, no offense to anybody, but when I go to practice and we have a guest, by the time I get him, it's like there's no point. Like Alan's like, he goes, I haven't pulled you yet. Let's pull. And he had nothing left, right? So it was like, it's kind of a bummer, man. It's kind of
it's like one or two people.
It happens a lot to me though, like because I'm waiting and I'll even stand by the table for like 25, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like one or two people will pull them and like do like 30 pulls, or even like they'll grip and pull and grip and pull, grip and pull, and then by the time he gets to the fifth person, he's tired out. You know, he doesn't have as much. Not like Devin Lorette, where Devin can come and pull the whole club for 2 hours and not get burnt out. So like I feel like when you have someone that is coming to the club to pull and he's only coming for one time, have one or two grip ups, then let move on and let someone else.
I know it'd be nice. It would be nice, yeah, if it got shared a little more. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's not just like 2 or 3 guys that just like pull with them, and by the time I get to feel him, he doesn't have anything. Like, it does kind of suck. So it'd be kind of nice if we were like that. Like, okay, have a pull or two, let, you know what I mean? And just try to let more club members get in and pull with them. I do agree 100% with that. Especially our club, because we have, like, we're all strong, right?
Yeah, we have killers in our club. And you know what? Most people that come from outside of our club that will come to our club will be burnt out after 4 or 5 people.
Mm. Yeah. Devin's the only exception, really. Like
Devin, when he came down, I'd also say our club wasn't as strong as it is now when Devin came.
No. Now we might be able to tire him. Maybe.
Man. He pulls with the Ottawa high hookers for hours and it doesn't get tired. I know. And 2-hand trains. Like, he's one of the few people that he can pull and do 2-hand training for 2 hours straight with no break and only need water and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Like, when he came down, to put in perspective, He pulled the whole club for 2 hours, had a bottle of water, and then pulled Matt, and they were having a fight with each other, and then had another bottle of water, and then pulled the rest of the club for another 2 hours.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, it should be. Anyway, this event's going to be pretty awesome. August 15th. Is it in Black Falls or Red Deer?
I think it's at in the Red Deer Hall of Fame building, I think.
Yeah, that's what that is where I think it is too. Yeah, I think it is. Should be good. Anyway, guys, check that out. I got to go, Cody. I got to go, everyone. Tired, and I got to do some shit. So, been a great night. We'll be back Sunday.
Everybody, make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes.
And give us a follow.
Thanks, everyone. Yep. Have a good night, Cody. Have a good night, chat. Well, see you soon.